Hello, everyone! Welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel.
Sam.
And this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Woo! Let's go! Everyone, thank you so much for joining us back here again. We had some connectivity issues. Marv figured it out, so thank you to Marv. And also, we apologize. So if you're just joining us for the first time again, it will be a shorter episode, but Marv told us that he will extend the next 2 episodes or whatever episodes we can that's available. So that's a good thing. It's a good silver lining. So we just want to say sorry. And thank you so much for being here. Marv, it's live though, right?
I'm not finding it on like the channel.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Refresh it.
Are we live? Yeah, it says live or whatever.
It's recording still, right, Marv? All right, we're just going to go ahead. I feel like going back and forth is wasting too much time. Other than that, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for liking our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Leave us 5 stars and a nice comment. We did receive 2 super chats. We're definitely going to... It's unlisted, Marv.
Yeah, it shows it's unlisted.
That's the reason why it's unlisted. You just gotta change it from unlisted to listed.
Can I do it? How do I do it?
Marv can do it. There you go. Public. All right. Save it, and now it should be up and running, guys. Yo, sometimes we get technical difficulties, bro. People ain't perfect all the time. Anyway, yes, now you're going to be able to see it.
All right.
Yeah, so.
I'll share that link.
Yeah, share the link.
It's been a rough one.
Share the link. Yeah, now it's saying that people are watching us. All right.
Terrible.
You know what? We're just going to get into a chapter. We're just getting into a chapter, bro. We're just getting into a chapter. All right, we're discussing and reviewing One Piece chapter 1124. For those that are just joining us, thank you so much for being here. Like I said earlier, Marv is going to extend our time for the one that we lost, and we're just going to go live right now. So let's do the 2 super chats real quick.
Yeah, I think it was 3. Let me just get into them real quick.
Yeah, just do the super chats real quick, and then we're going to jump straight into the chapter.
All right, we got $2 from Digital Keb. It says, can current Zoro or Sanji 1v1 a full, healthy Dofi?
Zoro,
me,
yeah. Zoro,
to me,
for sure.
I think both would be able to fight him. And
I think they would both be able to fight him for sure. But
yeah, I think they could both win, personally. But I'm a Sanji guy, so.
I think definitely they both can be able to fight him. I think Zoro definitely would win.
Yeah.
Sanji, to me, it's more in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
Literally. But next one.
We did another 2 from Bazillion Volleyballs. It says, like these stream people. Yes, please do. I know we're on like 3rd stream here, but thank you. And there was a lot of emojis in here. I don't know what they all mean, but thank you, Bazillion. And then, nope. We also got another 5 from Takem. It says, Larry's perfect devil fruit would be the Hito Hito no Mi model, mythical Zoan model, Ali G.
That's racist.
Yo.
One. But anyway, guys, we're going to go straight into the chapter. Thank you for the super chats for earlier. Sorry about what happened with the technical difficulties, but we're still here every Monday as usual. So, for the cover story for One Piece chapter 1124, today's chapter is titled Close Friend. For the cover story, we head back to Yamato's pilgrimage. The caption at the bottom reads, Preventing an Abduction on the Road to Kuri. We see Yamato with her kanabo in hand, protecting a young Wano girl from a suspicious character behind them. What are your thoughts on the cover story this week? Lawrence, Sebastian, you basically said you have nothing.
Yeah, I have nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right, we'll just go back to, because we were pre-recording. That's why we already spoke on Lawrence. We already spoke on Sebastian. You want to say anything?
No.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't really have to say anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Let Lionel finish.
Okay.
So you got to go first anyway, bro.
That is funny. But yeah, I was thinking of your theory a little bit. Because like I said, the figure kind of looks womanly. I could be wrong because silhouettes or whatever. It looks weird, but I just noticed the person's wearing pants. So like, and I'm thinking if it's from Wano ladies don't really wear pants. They wear like this dress, like going with their culture. They don't really wear pants like that. It could be like you guys said. It could be a Kaido pirate or former or whatever who survived and is lurking now, trying to survive off whatever. But I'm thinking, why would they be attacking this lady unless she has like some food or valuables? But I also thought of the member of Blackbeard's crew. What's her name? Kristen Devon.
Katarina
Devon. But I don't know if people know, most likely everybody knows that one of her crimes, the reason why she was locked up in level 6 prison, was she would take the faces of beautiful women.
Yeah.
You know, so and whether we view this woman beautiful or she views this woman beautiful, she could have been attacking her for that specific reason, going back to her old roots of what she was doing for her Up or Down. Then, Yamato stops in, whether, like, we don't know why she didn't want to fight Yamato. We don't know the whole story. We don't know. But I think it's her. I think it's possibly the Blackbeard Pirates. This is a sign or signaling that the Blackbeard Pirates went to Wano. Because maybe hearing what Kuribo told them, and we know Van Ogre could teleport, he could warp. They could get there a lot quicker, and Devon was with Van Ogre.
Yeah.
So this might lead to this being that, but I don't know. That's what I got. Like, it might be Devon, and she's doing whatever, or she could also go try to get information from her. Yeah. Because they could have recently got there and tried to, this person might know something, then Yamato just happened to come up and stop what's going on. And maybe they try to be incognito, be more sneaky about it, and not be let their presence known. They want to probably get to where they wanted and get out without making a big giant scene. We don't know, but that's what I kind of got from it.
All right, the Blackbeard Pirates have arrived. All right, that is not Katarina Devon. Yeah. Take a closer look. Look at the black gesture hat with the 2 cones sticking down. That, my boys, is Vasco Shot. Vasco Shot is hunting down a lady the same way he wanted to take Boa and get friendly with her before they took her devil fruit. That man is a savage. All right? That is Vasco Shot. It looks exactly like his silhouette. It looks exactly like him, bro. And about time this cover story started getting interesting. Because goddamn it sucks. It is terrible.
I hope you're right, bro.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
I hope
the amount of effort I had to put in to make this interesting for the fans. Because I couldn't do it for myself. That is Vasco Shot, guys. So I'm putting all my money, I'm putting all my chips, Vasco Shot for sure. I do not have anything else to say. But the Blackbeard Pirates have arrived. I called it. We'll see. We'll see more.
Right.
We'll see more. We'll see more. Right. But I get, like, if you look at it, if you enlarge it, it looks like Vasco Shot's head.
It does a little bit.
Really? It's a wide top body over. The gesture things that point down. Yeah. It's Vasco Shot, bro. He's chasing a chick.
This right here. This picture.
Yeah, it's him.
This right here.
Vasco Shot, bro.
It's something similar.
Yeah. I just don't know what's in his hand. Yeah. Looks like, but I know he carries a gun because he shot Whitebeard.
He carries a bottle.
Yeah, I mean, but it looks like a sickle. So I'm not too sure. But anyway, let's we got super chats?
Yeah, we got a couple.
All right, let's read the super chats really quickly. We'll do 3 and then we're gonna get back into the chapter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got 5 from Namskin Dinika. It says, world government found the old stream, but they can't stop us. This is why y'all need NordVPN, LOL. Tell them, Larry, hashtag best podcast. Thank you. But we live, man, we live. Another 5 from Saucy. It says, what's up? Been watching for like a month, but recently decided to join up as a member. Well, enjoy membership, Saucy.
Thank you.
Number 2 from Off Brand. It says, y'all think Oda is gearing up to drop an album soon? I don't.
Maybe.
I hope not. I don't think he can sing, bro.
I think he loves music. So
let's do one more.
We got another 10 from Young Bull Trent. It says, thank you guys for making my days and helping me with self-confidence. And also, Larry is the GOAT. Hashtag top is the best. Hashtag Larry is my GOAT. Hashtag stay blessed. Hashtag thank you for everything.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
W-Mans.
Yeah, man.
W-Mans for sure. All right, let's get right back into the chapter, guys. So, the chapter opens up with Big News Morgans spewing rhetoric nonsense to everyone on his flying ship. He wants to give everyone around the world news of future disasters to come. Vivi calls him out on his falsehood, saying he's an amplifying, fear-mongering IG model who hopes to benefit from despair. Morgans doesn't like Vivi's combative attitude and threatens to toss her out if she doesn't like his ambitions. Vivi states if the world is sinking, then she doesn't expect to float above it, so do as he wishes. Morgans gets excited and states that Blackbeard fought Law, Shanks fought Kid, and Luffy murdered Vegapunk. Vivi yells out that he's a liar. What did you guys think about the beginning of this chapter? We'll start with Seb.
All right, so I know for those of y'all that have been fans of this channel for a long time know that I don't like Vivi. I'm not a huge fan of her. But she growing on me, man. She is. She was looking good in that dress, too. I ain't gonna lie. She was. She was looking good. I do like that Oda seems to be setting up a mini storyline here with Vivi about how she's perceived throughout the world. Her argument with Morgans, he was like, yo, if you don't act right, like, I'll start writing stories about you. And she does have this, like, history with Luffy. And clearly Luffy's being written in a light that's extremely negative sometimes. So it's like, even though Luffy's a good guy and does basically things to help people all the time, it's like, he's a pirate. He murdered Vegapunk. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the news that's going to be out there, she's going to be associated potentially with the Straw Hats because she's going to be defending them. And I'm interested to see, like, where we go with that, because the other nations all look at Cobra and Alabasta as, like, an ideal nation. Like, they respect him. You saw how Elizabello, like, reacted when he heard that Cobra had passed and that Sabo had been the reason why or whatever. Like, and then Lucia, like, everybody's reacting because they love and respect Cobra, but if his daughter is now the queen, but she's associated with this pirate that's attacking islands and doing this stuff. So they already have a little in with some of these people, with Dressrosa and some of the other nations, Drum Kingdom, etc., that have probably spewed the good things that Luffy has done. But if Vivi is going to be associated with Luffy, and these are the types of articles that are getting written by Morgans about Luffy, I could see Vivi starting to have some negative moniker across the other allied nations of the world government, which could make their job of revolting against the world government a little harder. But that's her arc. That's her arc to basically be that diplomat. So I like that. I didn't have much else beyond Morgans being funny. Like, I thought Morgans was funny throughout this. It's wild that with the fate of the world, like, in the balance, like, this is what he's thinking about, selling papers. Yeah. And he's like, well, I'm good. I'm in the sky. It's like, all right, bro. Like, you don't care about nobody else. I'm wondering if there has been a crazier news cycle in, like, recent times. Like, he highlighted Blackbeard takes out Law. Shanks takes out Kid. Luffy assassinates Vegapunk. After the stuff we got with Buggy already having T-Bone get taken out. And then, like, Sabo... You know, it's like that so much is happening. Have we seen a crazier news cycle happen in One Piece?
Yeah.
God Valley.
No.
I don't know if it wasn't reported on in the same way.
No, it wasn't reported. It would be Ace being Roger's son. And
so Marine Four Tops is what you're saying.
Marine Four for sure.
That's fair. Yeah. But, yeah, we lost to Yonko.
Because everybody was there, bro.
Everybody was there. Everybody was there.
The whole world was watching.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Lionel?
I actually got back to certain things kind of made me think of, like, linking it a little bit. But you said the whole Vivi thing, right, and her ties with Luffy. And I thought, like, pretty much, you know how, for instance, the one instances we have already with the Cobra family that Vivi already had a history with Luffy, right? What happened in Alabasta with Crocodile and stuff. And now they see that, and now they think, all right, Luffy is attacking Egghead. But you also have another instance where you have Sabo, Luffy's brother, take out Cobra, and somehow I was thinking of them thinking of having Vivi in a certain light. They're thinking her having connection with the revolutionaries, and they're having their own agenda with it now. Like, they might, because they don't know if Luffy has ties with the revolutionaries, but now they're linking, all right, Dragon is Luffy's father, coincidentally Sabo now is also his brother, and they took out Cobra and took out Vegapunk. Like, they might thinking, what is their agenda? And now Vivi might be involved somehow. Like, as in, like, is she part of it? Does she want her father to get taken out? Does she want Vegapunk to get taken out? So they could, like, I don't know, he could spin this the way it could look like they are actually the really bad guys here. You know, and I thought that was interesting when you brought that up. Made me think of Vivi's involvement, because she's already involved in them already. And now this is actually making it even more. And, like, again, like she said, the intelligent people will not believe it, but again, you fooled the world so many times with his articles. either by influenced by the world government or other people. But some people, again, might believe at least some of it might be true. Some of it is some of it is true. But again, you're twisting certain things so the masses believe, oh, this is that, this is this. Like Roger's evil or the world government are the saviors of us. But no, that's entirely not true. But like, shows how writing wise, even though they're not there, writing wise has such an impact in the One Piece world because they go off their imaginations. They don't know who these people are. They're just writing off the rumors and the writing of what people are telling them. So they can say, I don't know who they are. Since he's writing it, it has to be credible. It has to be true. And that's what it shows, like how dangerous his wording is. And I was thinking of, like, even with the whole Blackbeard and when you guys said about what's happening at the same time, does this confirm that all this happened, like, while this happened, Egghead was happening? It's the same time where Blackbeard and Law were fighting. The same exact time where Red Hair and Issa's kid was fighting. Like, because these things are happening in One Piece. We can't fully tell, all right, did this happen already or is it during or a little before? The timeline is always off. But the fact that he said there's so much juice and he said these back to back, these all just happened spontaneously and it's more, then it ended.
I'd say probably over a couple days, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that I always found that stuff interesting. Like the closest one I thought of, like in going to timelines, like something's happened. If you look at like 30 years ago, like in the One Piece storyline, so many things happen during that timeline. You have the Soviet Kingdom with Kuma and them like getting mistreated by those people, and you know what happened in Kuma's past story. Then you have at the same time Danjiro and Garp fight each other. At the same time, that's when Odin leaves Wano and like pursue and joins the Whitebeard Pirates. So you have all these things going on. I'm thinking, I don't know if all he reported on these things. I don't know, but so much stuff happens in One Piece that like some stuff get recorded on and some stuff don't. But then it's just like, it's just crazy because now you don't know what's truth because he's writing these things, but we don't really know, to the master, we don't know what's really gonna happen for their eyes. We have, to a degree, know a little bit's going on, but stuff we still don't know. Like, we don't fully know what happened in God Valley. And that's not even written about. So just like, to me, it's just crazy how Oda's doing these certain things, like so many events, but what is the truth behind these events? Like, what's really gonna happen? And pretty much, I feel like we're both. Like, we're the masses who's also reading the newspaper. We're also the people who are inside knowing mostly what's really happening. So that's what I thought, like, and that's why I just love Oda's world building. Like, again, it's just always so fascinating, so interesting, and like he's always on point with it.
All right, Law.
So when I was reading this, it just reminded me of Big News Morgan, right? It reminded me that all the propaganda and misleading information that we see published in the news in the One Piece world is not all scripted by the world government, you know? Because you already see that Big News Morgan, he kind of takes liberties or he kind of posts what he wants. Right, so I know a lot of times the world government will have their hand in it. Like, no, we want you to post this. We want you to post this, this, and that. But sometimes he's like, no, I want to post this, you know, and he'll twist it. So it made me think of a lot how much we can't really know how much the world government has, how much the world government said this, and how much he chooses his own, you know, because you think, oh, all the bad stuff they're saying is just the world government right here, but he's blaming without even no confirmation or truth at all to it. It doesn't matter to him. He's blaming the murder of Vegapunk on Luffy. You have no evidence to this, but you're ready to do that without the world government saying you to do this, you know? So it made me think of, like, you know, titles like the Pirate King and all these other things. How much was actually from him, you know? Because we see that he wants to put whatever is juicy in his eyes, whatever, I guess, gets people reading the newspaper. So we all know people, the world government had a monopoly on the news thing, but it's not just that. It's a lot of what he kind of thinks is, I guess, what he wants the world to put out. So it's gets his own power trip. I want to control it this way by feeding the world what I want, because this is how the world, like Lionel said, this is how the world gets its information. Besides from like we just got from Vegapunk, right? And that's a different approach because it wasn't, the Vegapunk's message wasn't just for us. It was mainly for, because we kind of knew most of the stuff that Vegapunk was saying. It was mainly for the public because they didn't know. You know, so that's how they get information through this. So a lot of what Morgan is doing is just giving that information, but his own spin on it, right? And honestly, Vivi standing up to him made me think about how. So if you look at this, right, you think about the D-Clan members, especially nowadays. Most of them are kind of, if you look at it, are on the same side, right? Like, not necessarily they're going to team up, but look at it right now. Vivi, D-Clan member, right? She's already allies with Luffy, right? Dragon, D-Clan member. That's Luffy's father, but you also they're kind of on the same side, right? Roger is a D-Clan member, but also similar side with Luffy, right? If you look at, and even now Saul, we're about to meet, he's on a similar side with Robin and Luffy and them. Most of all the D-Clan, they kind of have this righteous indignation about them, or a righteous disposition. Like, they kind of stand for what is right, what they believe in. They want freedom and all this stuff, right? So they all seem on this certain side, except one, Blackbeard. I think that's interesting, like how all the D-Clan members seem to be aligning on one side, and even like, you know, maybe may even team up together. But Blackbeard, he's the only one that's not necessarily on the opposing side, but he's not on their side either. Yeah, he wants his freedom, but most D-Clan members will not, like, you know, hurt other people to do it. You know, they won't. They kind of care about other people. You know, Blackbeard's kind of like the one who's like, nah, whatever. I don't care who it affects, as long as I reach my end goal. I'm willing to, like, for example, Luffy doesn't want to be the hero, but he won't hurt civilians. He won't do other stuff because of that. Yes, end result, like you saw with the whole Ace thing, we're letting people go, but Luffy's like, I'll just beat them up later if they get in my way, right? Blackbeard's in a different approach. It's like, he's willing to take out, maybe even attack, murder, whatever, as long as it resists what I want to do. So I just thought a different thing where we see all the D-Clan members aligning to one side except Blackbeard. The only other person you could possibly say that's like that as well was maybe the Rocks, right? But we also don't have really much information to confirm all that. And as well as the main thing is, like, Whitebeard also was willing to follow him, you know? But Whitebeard kind of seems similar to the whole Roger, where they didn't really hurt civilians. They kind of like relatively peaceful pirates, so to speak, as in not attacking people that weren't in the game. You know, if you're a warrior, you're a pirate, you're a bandit, marine, or whatever, world government, yeah, you could get these hands or whatever. But if you weren't, Whitebeard didn't seem like he would attack you. So that's why I think putting it to that side. So if following someone who does the exact opposite in Rocks doesn't really necessarily make sense to me. So, but granted, we have no confirmation of which side Rocks is. But I thought it was very interesting matching up with Blackbeard. How come he seems the only D-Clan member to be different from all the others? Like, even if Joe Boy is D, he's on that same side, you know? So that's also I want to point out, is like, because we may see a collab with Vivi and them, finding out they're all part of the same clan, later on lining up the sides with Dragon, Vivi, Luffy, if Garp's still alive, and Saul. But yeah.
All right. Did you go?
Yeah, I went. Yo, chat. Hilarious, bro. So stupid.
For me, I think Lawrence and Lionel said enough that they pointed out everything I had to point out. So I don't have much to say on the first part, to be honest. Yeah, let's do 3 super chats. Guys, we're gonna try to do every single super. We're gonna do every single super chat, but we're just gonna try to do the chapter a little.
Yeah, like the stream, y'all. We have 463 people in here, but only 109 likes. Hit that like button. We got 2 from Girthy Poppy. It says, "What's the girthiest devil fruit?" Hashtag Girthu know me.
San Juan's devil fruit. He gets as big as he wants. Pause.
The colossal fruit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got another 16-month membership to Yonko status from Project Iceman. That is our highest tier of membership. It says, the time Lionel is here, the stream is in the shadow realm. Coincidence? LOL. But in all seriousness, good to see all today. This chapter, man, angry Kizaru, apologetic Akainu. What a time, eh? We're going to get into that shortly.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Kirby. It says, void stream, no stream. Either way, we standing on 10 behind y'all with the shouting emojis. Thank you, topped. Hashtag goated BBC.
All right. Let's get back to the chapter, and then we're going to do more super chats, guys. All right. So bear with me. There's a little bit of talking in this one. We step further into the chapter, and our steps lead us back to Egghead. Everything is still quiet. Sentomaru is seen in a small boat leaving the island while tearing up. Fleet Admiral Akainu is calling through a Denden Mushi. He's asking if everyone has passed away. He wants to know what happened. Then we see Kizaru. He walks with his hands in his pockets amongst the unconscious bodies lying on the deck. Kizaru picks up the Denden Mushi and tells Fleet Admiral Akainu to shut up. Akainu wants to know why he's the one picking up the call and what happened to the others. Kizaru responds by telling him everyone is knocked out and foaming out the mouth. Akainu doesn't understand and wants to know the status of St. Saturn, the power plant, and any escapees. Kizaru says he'll report it all when everyone's awake. Akainu yells at Kizaru and says he better have not done a sloppy job. So Kizaru asks Akainu if he's ever murked a close friend. Akainu stays quiet. Kizaru then thinks back to his first meeting with Vegapunk and every other moment until now. Kizaru gets emotional and yells at Akainu that if he wants to see the job he's done, then he should get out of his chair and come take a look. Akainu quietly sits there on the Denden Mushi and tells Kizaru, "I'm sorry, brother." Kizaru tells him not to start. What did you guys think of this part of the chapter? Here, and we'll start with Lano.
I mean, I actually really like this scene, seeing the ships with the cloud and around Egghead. And to me, I feel like I wonder if something is. Do you think Egghead might still survive? Because because this Buster Call is different than the rest of the Buster Call. Like it didn't get finished. And that was Lobby got utterly destroyed by the Buster Call. God Valley got utterly destroyed, but we don't know by Beans if it was Buster Call or not. We don't know. But this one, since everybody got taken out and knocked out, do you think the world government will still try to salvage what they could take from it? Because they're most trying to take out the Strats and Egghead because of the situation, but now they're gone. Like, you could probably just take whatever you want or need, or you find useful.
I'm leaving with something.
Yeah, pretty much. Or taking something. Because even I thought of, the Mother Flame, it's still there. I don't know if you guys could take it out or not, but
they spoke about the resources on the island. If they were picking and choosing, if we have to sacrifice one for the other, with the Seraphim and the Sea Beasts, we're going to pick not the Seraphim, the PXs, the Pacifistas. So they're going to comb through all this stuff before they get rid of anything, I think, anyway.
That's what I was thinking. But this scene with Kizaru and, this is a big intimate scene. And I actually loved it because it goes with what I was saying before. Because, remember you guys, Lawrence was saying that before that Kizaru is he's a hitman, he's cold-blooded, whatever. But I always felt, no matter how cold-blooded you are, especially in the Marines, there's certain soft spots that even how cold-blooded you are is gonna hit you. And, Kizaru, even though he didn't want to do it, he hated that he had to do it, he said, I'm still gonna get the job done. But against Pooh's point, when he did it, when he actually finally did it again, he struggled to do it. When he finally actually realized, I did this, he was just I'm done, I can't fight. Pretty much he was and you could tell the emotion that he got. He just sat in silence just watching everything. Then he decided, you see him just calmly getting emotionally talking to Sasaki, then it just let out. The emotions that he didn't let out all before just came out in that instance, especially out of anger, because he's saying that I did a sloppy job. And when you think of it with getting with Akainu, because I always thought of Akainu also gave up the you stand against me, I'll take you out. And we showed it multiple times, but I always thought of he was willing to do that, but he never really showed it. He was doing it to a close friend. The closest one we could think of would be Aokiji. Because we don't know their relationship. I know that Aokiji had problems with Akainu's views, but they never said that he hated him. I don't remember that. I don't know correct me if I'm wrong. Did he ever say that Aokiji hated him? Because because when he said that, Akainu said that Kizaru, brother, that means I wonder if it's a three, you guys, all three of each other, three themselves as brothers. And that's when it came down to when they actually had to fight. Well, Akainu didn't probably want to do it, but I'm still trying to go for the fleet admiral. I hate that you're standing in my way, but I'm still trying to do this. And the fact is that when it came down to it, a life and death battle, and he got battle scars, you both tried to kill each other. But deep down, Akainu couldn't do what Kizaru just did. And I was just yo, this is poetic writing right now. Because then he says, going into Akainu, did you ever kill a close friend? Saying that I did what you couldn't do, and you're saying that I'm doing a sloppy job. To me, I was just yo, this is, to me, that was great to me. That was so beautifully written to me. But yeah, I want to stop there. But yeah.
All right. Law.
I was thinking, I wonder where this leaves Sentomaru. Where does he go from here? You see him, he's sad because he just lost. He lost, in a way, his home. He lost, in a way, his family as well, because what we saw him as a kid in that flashback, he was alone. The village didn't cast him out or whatever, but he called being I guess a strong man, trying to say the village was weak or whatever, right? And he was by himself, where Vegapunk and them took him in, and he became Vegapunk's bodyguard. And now you're home, and the one, not necessarily a father figure, but if you looked at, he viewed Vegapunk like a father or an uncle, right? Is all gone by a said uncle and your, I guess, mentor and teacher, because Kizaru. Kizaru's the one that, in a sense, took out Vegapunk. So now it's like the emotion you must be going through right now. You lost your home and your father figure, and in a way your teacher too, because now are you going to go back to the Marines? Are you going to go to the world government? I don't see that you do. I doubt that he does. Because they're the kind of the cause of what you lost. So it's like, where do you go from here? Do you follow the Straw Hats? It's just a question. I'm curious to where he goes, and does he have any more part in the storyline? Or is he just a lost character now from the story? Right? And it had me, I'm not gonna lie, when I first read the other translation of this, I was like, Kizaru talking kind of with no respect. I was like, damn. Because one translation, he was just like, yo, you're awfully loud, Akainu. And this one, he's like, yo, shut up. And also took us and me laughing that he's approaching this way. Because Akainu didn't ask, Akainu at first, from the start, didn't ask anything crazy.
He didn't. Come in. Like, what's up?
No one's answering. What's going on? He's like, yo, shut up, you loud. It's like, why there's aggression? But we all know why it's for. High emotions right now for Kizaru. Because, again, like he stated, what he had to do to someone he, I guess, viewed as a friend. Because if you look at, I was trying to do the math, the timeline, right? Back when he first, because we've seen how he looked through the conversation, it seemed like that's when he first met Vegapunk, right? So now, if you do the math, because this happened after he was at Punk Hazard, right, where we saw him with Clover, and after O'Hara was taken out. And that was 22 years ago, right? So this is after that, because he says, you look at it, I tried to, didn't really make any sense about the false arrest thing happening, right? But maybe that's from, because I think I looked at the cover story about him meeting up with the elders and everything. Either or. But if you want to go from the math, because they're building Egghead, it has to be around 20 years. After O'Hara, if O'Hara was 22 years ago, 2 years after that, so it's somewhere around. So I'm gonna go around at least 20 years, because this is also before Sentomaru was in the picture. Because if you look at the flashback when they met Sentomaru, Kizaru was still with them. Granted, he was still dressed like that. Rank wise,
he was the one that went out to get the bears.
Exactly.
Sentomaru had just done it already.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Right. So in Sentomaru now, he's got to be in his 20s, and at that time he's probably 8 whatever years old, maybe even his 30s, 10 years old or whatever. And at that time, Kizaru was probably about Vice Admiral ranking, because at the time too, Aokiji and Akainu were Vice Admirals at O'Hara, right? So they grew up together in the ranks, whatever. So for at least 20 years you've known this person, and then now you're forced to.
I want to say the little bit of how canon canon was the Zephyr thing. If you look at how Kizaru looks when he's meeting Vegapunk, looks more like around the time when he's not joined the Marines, but he has that same look. Mm-hmm. When they showed a picture of pretty much, I'll show you real quick if I find it. Sorry, this picture.
Remember, the audience can't see the picture.
I know, but you guys can see it.
Just finish your thought, bro.
This one.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah. That one.
He's talking about the one color spread where all the Marines are on the color spread.
He's done in the hat that Kizaru's wearing. It's that thing and the goggles and everything. Yeah, that is true. But I'm matching it also too with the time years of when Aokiji and Akainu were Vice Admirals.
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing that they became Admirals together. It's probably around that same time. I don't think Aokiji and Akainu were that much ahead of Kizaru in the rankings. Mm-hmm. I think they grew up together in that. Right, so 20 years ago, you've known this person, right? And it shows you built Egghead together. I didn't know that. That was new for me, because I know you've been with him and he helped you out. But from the beginning of Egghead, he gave Kizaru the plans. We're gonna call it Egghead, and that's what we're gonna build, right? Vegapunk put him to work. So this whole place that you were kind of destroying, this is what you helped your friend build. So now you can see the high attention, high emotion that Kizaru was in right now, Where, because I had never seen, because I'm thinking, did he normally have this approach towards Akainu? But no, he said, no, he talked to Akainu, yo, you want me to go to Wano? You know? It was more like he respected his position. Right now, he's just like, even before Akainu said, I'm not saying got disrespectful, but asked him about the job he did. You know, he was already at that tone, right? And there he's just lashing out, right? And then and the other translation, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to come at Sebastian a little bit. I'm not going to, but it made me think is the way he was doing it because I put it in place. Look at you, kind of getting sunned by Kizaru. Look at him getting no respect.
People talk greasy on the phone. Alright? Because people speak away very differently over the phone. Alright?
Because in the other one, the other translation, this one says don't even start.
Yeah.
The other one says, man, just watch your mouth.
I read that one too.
He's like, yo, I'm sorry. Yo, just watch your mouth. I was like, oh, shoot. So I had me dying. I was like, okay, this dude not respecting his title at all. But we all know the reason why. And it's just like, it's just seeing like Lionel brought out what he had to do. But also, too, I'm like, I go back and forth with it. I'm not going to take too long on this. But to me, it's like, you could have just fought Luffy. Right? And then it's not going to sound any better. But to me, that's your friend. I understand it's a job, but like ultimately, are your loyalties more tied to the job than your friend? You're willing to do this, take out your friend to support for what? I don't know how deep you are entitled to the world of government. I don't know your backstory. I don't know your lineage or how you're raised or whatever. But and yeah, you knew them first before Vegapunk, you know. But also too, if you're just broken heart about it, you didn't have to be the one to do it. You could have been fighting Luffy and let Saturn do it. And that's if you're gonna do it anyway, you didn't have to be the one, you know. And that's like Kizaru's like, I understand that's just your situation, but you're the one that, in a sense, pulled the trigger. You're the one that sliced him through. If that was your friend, really, you can't be the one to do that. It's the job. It's gonna be done anyway. And Saturn's trying to do it. Saturn's there. He's probably stronger than you. You could have taken on Luffy and let Saturn do that. It's like, nah, I can't put my hands on my friend. You know, that's how I see it. That's what you should have. I say should have did. Because ultimately, I don't know your backstory about this, but like you're the one who kind of did it. But yeah.
All right. Seb?
All right, I got a lot to say. And I love that you ended with what you just said because that is a big focal point of what I'm going to say. But Akainu and Kizaru's conversation made me think of a few things. And I took notes for once, y'all. The obvious parallels between Kizaru and Kuzan at Ohara, having to kill his friend and Saul, and then him feeling distraught about it and even letting Robin live and going off in that little boat, same way Sentomaru's going off in the little boat. I also think Sentomaru's probably going to end up a revolutionary. Just kind of where his story kind of goes, in my opinion. They were using each other's actual names throughout the conversation. Like, we've called them Kizaru, Akainu. That's what we're accustomed to calling them. But the entire time, he says Borsalino. The entire time, he says Sakazuki. They use each other's actual names because there is an actual relationship there. It's not just work for them. I wondered, like Lionel said, when Kizaru made his speech about have you ever had to take a friend's life, right? Was he thinking about Aokiji, right? He spared his life. You weren't able to go that far with Aokiji, but I had to for Vegapunk, who was my friend, who I known for 20 plus years, etc. And then also Akainu's conversation to Kuma about being a mindless slave, right? Because I think we said it back then on that pod. Akainu's probably feeling that in himself right now. Like, I'm behind this desk. I can't act in the way that I want to act. I'm restricted by the job. And now I'm basically berating my friend for carrying out a mission that I basically sent him on to do something that he probably felt was wrong. And I'm berating him for accomplishing it right now because it was too sloppy. And it's like, he probably feeling that. So I have a lot more to say. But Akainu's showing more humanity and compassion than Zoro in this chapter is why One Piece is top tier. And we'll get into that in a little bit, I promise. But the Marines are just such an interesting organization to me. Because for the most part, they're good people with good hearts, right? We see the bad in the Marines, and I'm not referring to Akainu when I say good people with good hearts. I don't think he is that, right? I don't want anybody to believe that I'm an Akainu guy. I don't think he is that. But they're this huge organization, right? And the majority of the people are good people who are trying to make a positive impact on the world that's overrun by pirates and other people. But they've been indoctrinated into this system, right, where like their way of thinking has been manipulated by their superiors, the world government, the celestial dragons, etc. So they're forced and coerced into committing like atrocities, like genocide, killing your friends, and things like that, under the name of that umbrella, under the name of that organization that they work for. And many of these instances, like they're taking actions that they outright disagree with for this greater good or sense of justice that they've been molded to follow, right? This is ought to be cooking, bro, because this is basically any government and any army, but whatever. So Kizaru having to take out Vegapunk, Aokiji having to take out Saul, even though that's another conversation for another day, and Garp having to sit by while Ace is executed or set to be executed. All of these like tragedies that they certainly didn't want to carry out, they felt they needed to carry out. So what does that say about Akainu, right? He's probably been faced with a similar situation. Lionel brought up Aokiji, but I know a lot of people in the chat and a lot of people who read this chapter, they immediately thought dragon or thought something else. Y'all know my burn scar man theory where Akainu had to fight the old Admiral or whatever. But is it possible that Akainu has had to be faced with the same decision before beyond Aokiji? And because he had to do whatever he had to do before, or vice versa, maybe he lost the fight to Dragon and Dragon didn't take him out via mercy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's more to that story and Oda's setting it up, right? So I'm very interested in that. And overall, like, the fact that these stories are paralleling in this way means I think that there's more to say about what Akainu's gone through in his past. So I'm more interested in what Akainu's history is like than ever. But overall, like, while I think Egghead is a perfect estimation of like the Yonko are stronger than the Admirals and the Warlords, etc. I think One Piece is at its best when the Warlords and Admirals and the Marines / world government are the focal point as antagonists, right? Like, they're just more nuanced to navigate through with the Admirals, with the Marines, with some of the Warlords and stuff than there was to me with the Yonko, at least Kaido and Big Mom. I know I had complaints about Kaido's backstory kind of falling flat, and I know that we haven't yet gotten to like the probably most interesting Yonkos in Shanks and Blackbeard's backstories. They haven't unfolded yet, but this level of nuance didn't exactly exist for me with Big Mom and Kaido in their storylines and their drives and their decision making. So I don't know. Marine Piece is it, bro. I love it. I know I'm an Admiral guy. I know I am. I know I stand in Kainu. But like Lionel said, it was beautifully done to me. I really thought it was amazing. That's it for me for this part. So I have more to say for other stuff, but Larry?
Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna just get this out of the way before I go on like the little thing I have. Bro, when Kizaru was like, yo, everybody's knocked out and they're foaming out the mouth, and Akainu was like, what does that mean?
Oh man, yeah, I was the same thing. Yeah, I thought the same thing.
You don't know what Conqueror's hockey is? You ain't got Conqueror's hockey?
Not even that. You don't know what happens when Conqueror's hockey happens,
yeah,
bro?
Man. I was like, yo, nobody with Conqueror's hockey would ask what Conqueror's hockey is, bro.
That was crazy, bro.
And I was kind of like disappointed because that's the one dude I want to have Conqueror's hockey. And he was just like, yo, what's that?
What are you talking about?
It's like, yo,
I can't even deny that. I thought the same. I was like,
yeah, bro. And I was like, yo, I gotta see Sebastian's face because I know he gonna be shook.
I was like, ain't no way.
Yeah, ain't no way.
What
boy.
you mean you don't know what happened?
Yeah, bro. Yo, legit, I looked at that and I was like, nah.
I low-key thought of it too, but I was like, I'm not gonna bring it up because that's a fast argument. It's a fast argument.
It's a fair thing to say because I was thinking about
that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I think we may be witnessing the turning point for the Marines turning against the world government.
Mm-hmm.
I think they will be betraying the world government soon. This Egghead incident might have been like the last straw, bro.
Too much?
Yeah, it might have been too much. Seeing how the emotionless Kizaru reacted to Akainu, and then Akainu's reaction to Kizaru, I think it will start with the Admirals turning first. So, let's think back to Fujitora. He's always been an oddball since his debut, but when he told King Riku of Dressrosa that the force responsible for Doflamingo's hellish rule over them was none other than the world government, he then proceeded to kneel and apologize to the people and to the king of Dressrosa. Later on, through Fuji's ambitions, the Shichibukai system was eradicated. So, let's move on to the next admirals, Aokiji and Kizaru. These two share so many similarities. During Aokiji's raid on Ohara, the citizens who were not involved in Dr. Clover's research center were told to be evacuated. Then, on their way to the sea, they were executed on the chance that they may know something about the Void Century. During Kizaru's raid on, Egghead, St. Saturn hears that Egghead's research team and technicians were evacuated, and he orders their ships to be hunted down and sunk. But they survived by the giants. Aokiji, during his raid, was forced to murk his friend Saul, and Saul questions how he could be a part of this extermination on Ohara, call it justice, and still hold his head up high. Aokiji responds that he would never do such a thing. He would never go as far as that. Kizaru, during his raid, is forced to murk his friend Vegapunk, and Vegapunk asks Kizaru if he can take the pressure, to which Kizaru responds that he's a miserable sight. He wish he would have brought darker shades, indicating that both of these admirals were questioned by their friends for their evil acts they were committing for the world government. Then Aokiji, during Ohara, let young Robin go. Kizaru, during the Egghead incident, let Sentomaru go, displaying through their guilt that not even after all the atrocities they were a cog in the machine for, they couldn't follow through. So what does Aokiji do moving forward after the Ohara incident? He becomes an admiral. He went from being a lazy, non-interested Marine to recognizing there could never be another incident like Ohara under Akainu's fleet. So he challenges him for the position of Fleet Admiral and loses. Aokiji didn't want to be a part of another extermination, so he resigns from the Marines and joins the Black Bear Pirates. So here we have a Kizaru. Defeated, disgusted, pathetic. He yells out in frustration at Akainu because of what he's done. So the question is, what does Kizaru do moving forward? He's the oldest out of the previous first gen of admirals, right? So him and Aokiji are two sides of the same coin. So the question is, this is where Akainu comes in. A man who murdered innocent citizens who made know of the Void Century during Ohara, the same man who executed an officer for wanting to flee the Paramount War because he was concerned about his family. And then that's the same man who murdered Ace but let the Shichibukai run amok. This man has now apologized to Kizaru for the acts he must have committed. What's even more interesting is that this isn't the first time Akainu has been talked back to by another admiral. Fujitaro was the first by telling Akainu that if apologizing to a country for the world government's actions was a disgrace to the Marines, then the Marines never had the respect of the people at all anyway.
My Discord quote.
This makes you think of who? Garp. Mm-hmm. Why? Fujitaro refused to take credit for the fall of Doflamingo because he would be made a hero on a lie. Not only that, but the admirals are also learning that being directly under the Gorosei and the world government's thumb isn't what being a Marine is about. Hence, why Garp never took the fleet admiral position. Put it this way, Garp had to sit there while his grandson was executed for being related to someone. He watched the world government slaughter an entire generation of unborn babies because of a chance one of them could be the Pirate King's child. Sengoku even felt he needed to resign talking to Kong because of what happened at Paramount War. Marines aren't being Marines. So, to end this rant, I want to quote Aokiji during the Ohara incident. He said, "Sometimes the idea of justice can turn people mad." And I think that's exactly why Akainu's character shifted. right here. He might have noticed because of his justice, because the Gorosei literally talked down to him about you losing the face of the Marines because yada yada. I don't care. You're just an extension of us. Mm-hmm. I can see now the admirals start turning, everybody follows, and if Akainu is a part of Sword because of that one little cover story where he has the sword on his arm and he's the leader of Sword, I can see where the Marines start detaching themselves from the world government and they go after the One Piece themselves.
Hey, man. I'm with whatever. As long as Akainu got caught, man.
He don't got it.
He got it, bro. He got it.
Also, I know I missed out on Green Bull, but Green Bull's just going to follow Akainu wherever he goes.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't mention it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
he the one admiral that don't seemingly have any nuance to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll find out why he's so loyal to Akainu, but
yeah.
No, I didn't think everything you said. Only thing I thought would have been like a little more. I understand why you did it. Is that because the both of them had the little girls that were let go, Robin and Bonnie. You said sent tomorrow. I thought it would have been good to throw out Bonnie.
Well, it's sent tomorrow for Kizaru because he's literally on a boat escaping, and there's no way Kizaru doesn't know it.
Yeah,
I know. He couldn't get Bonnie if he wanted to, bro. Straw Ass was going.
And I do want to. I know I said a lot. But I do want one thing to be said. I told you, Lawrence. I told you Kizaru wasn't trying, man.
I
he
was shocked.
out here.
I was shocked you didn't start with that.
Listen, I didn't want to start. I wanted to hit you first. With the Congress hockey.
Oh, okay.
I want to hit this, and then I want to come at my boy because I've been told you he wasn't going all out for specific reasons, Lawrence.
Going
mental
all out and
nerve.
trying are two different things.
Mental nerve, dog.
Listen,
Rob,
bro.
I know you there.
Listen,
going
bro.
all out and trying.
Listen,
two
bro.
different things.
I've been told you, bro.
Talk to
and
Shorty,
this,
man.
And this even clarifies. The dude got snot coming down his face, Lawrence. Snot. Face.
I'm gonna show you this
Come
right
on,
now.
man.
Crying, dog.
The
man.
result would have been the same.
Listen, bro.
The result would have been the
Listen,
same.
bro.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, that's really all I had to say.
No, it was well put.
I hope it was entertaining.
It was good, man.
Yeah.
I get what you were saying.
And I had to read all that because it's a lot.
I had to read mine too.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, you know what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
Yo, great research takes a little bit of reading from the research, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah, I think they're just trolling you, bro. They
Nah, they weren't trolling me. Nah, they were hating me. They were like, yo, you're not good enough to remember all that? Poop mouth?
Maybe
Got all that poop in your mouth?
maybe they just respect highly of you. You know, they see highly that you
Respect less.
I'm just saying, in a show that's surrounded by willpower as the main power source, if you mentally ain't in it,
I've been Lawrence.
I'm just saying,
listen,
dog.
bro.
You can't compete at your best.
Listen.
If you not mentally
Lawrence bugging, bro.
in it.
Trying and going all out are two different things.
Lawrence
all right?
bugging, bro.
I never said he was going all out, but to say that Kizaru wasn't trying, nah, he was
Barely.
trying. Huh? He was
Barely.
trying. But he wasn't going all out. Yeah.
But
he wasn't going
anyway.
But I just hope Oda taps into like what we talk about the discussion of the Marines and everything, like flush out more. I mean, I don't think he's going to, but it'll add to his story.
I'm telling you, bro. Every time we go to Marines, the show just gets better.
Yo, I told you, Marine piece better than Yonko piece,
Like, I'm
bro.
still waiting for my Akainu versus Aokiji movie, bro. Like, I don't care about rocks right now. Give me that, and then give me rocks.
Yeah, because Oda. The thing is, like,
I'm serious.
It's crazy because Oda loves telling a story, right? That's the whole point. Like within the One Piece, there's so many stories to tell. There's so much story to be told with the Marines. Tell it.
So much, bro.
Tell it.
And it's great every time, bro.
Every time.
Every time.
Works. What is it?
90% of the time, it works.
No,
I don't remember what it is.
It says 60%.
60% of the time, it works.
Every time. Let's read 4 super chats. We're going to get into the last part of the chapter, and then we'll read all the super chats, guys, and then we'll jump into phone calls. So I know your super chats are waiting. Believe me, we know. We're just trying to get through the chapter. So like the video if you haven't, okay?
Yeah, we got another 280 Canadian from Del Kepka. It says, you think Straw Hats get new bounties and Lilith?
Yeah,
Low-key, Lilith's bounty should be the highest in the show.
Listen, bro.
Not even playing. Not even playing.
Listen, bro. If Luffy bounty ain't crazy, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. You got Merc in the greatest mind on the planet, and that don't boost you at all. Like, he's a government official.
I would say Luffy probably gets a clean bump to 4. Like, I don't think Oda's ready to go over Shanks yet for him. Even though he 1,000% deserves it. I don't care what y'all say.
Deserves it?
Yo, Shanks don't be doing that, bro. Like, Yonkos are gone right now. Like, Vegapunk gone right now.
He didn't even do that. He
got defeated.
You realize he didn't really do both of them, technically.
Yo, I understand, but this is what Luffy getting credited for to the public. I'm just saying, bro. I understand he's not stronger than Shanks. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about risk, threat to the government.
But as you're talking about, right? Shanks, all right, 39 years is not too. That's too much because he hasn't been pirate for 39 years. But you're trying to say that Luffy did in his 2 years of pirating?
The fact that he did all this in 2 years accentuates my point.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got another 5-month membership to Yonko status from Left Wing John Wayne. It says, "Yo, Marv, gotta secure them Dendemushis better. Play that Shin soundbite. Glad we all made it, boys. Hashtag."
We haven't seen Shanks do nothing.
R.I.P. to our guy.
This shit, man. Like the stream. Yes, like the stream, guys. We only got 220 likes here, almost 700 people in here. Hit that like button. It does help
we lit.
with the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
It was a popular chapter. Another 5 from Luis Lopez. It says, "Who's the MVP of Egghead?" Luffy the MVP almost every arc. So if you exclude Luffy, who's your MVP?
Who's the MVP of Egghead?
That's actually a good question.
That is an excellent question because everybody was putting in work.
A lot of work was getting put in,
A
bro.
lot of people were putting in work. Who's the MVP? Kizaru.
Kizaru, hey, he got him the food.
Yep. If he was serious, they probably don't make it, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yo, him staying down for like 20 chapters, Lawrence. Bro, he was active. I don't know, bro.
Are you believing that Rob Lucci hyped that?
What you mean?
Rob Lucci said between me and Kizaru, y'all getting packed up.
Oh no! Rob Lucci don't matter.
You remember that argument we had before the stream? Lucci is that percentage that we accumulated to that one thing.
Yo,
Kizaru that other.
I'm telling you right now, yo, Lucci wasn't doing nothing, bro. He was not doing nothing, bro. He would have. Yo, if Luffy even paid attention to him for like 5 seconds and took him seriously, it was over for him.
No, I agree.
But the MVP, it got to be the Vegapunks.
I was thinking that.
It got to be the Vega, and I'm counting them all as one because Edison did hit. Without Edison, the Sunny doesn't come off. You know what I'm saying? Without Pythagoras or whatever, they probably don't escape the bubbles that they were in or whatever.
Yeah.
You got Lilith. She was helping with the Seraphim and trapping them. Then you had Atlas, who saved the Sunny from being attacked from 𝙀𝐻𝑒𝐻. And then we had Stella. And Shaka most of all too, because Shaka was the one that prepared everything to come.
We had York.
She the MVP of herself.
Without York, it don't get popping in Egghead for real. We just go to an arc and Vegapunk gets on the ship and the arc being popping.
You know what he's saying? He's saying that. You remember in Boondocks when the person throws the chair?
Yeah.
He's like the person who threw the chair is the MVP.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
So you're going by MVP. What made the arc pop?
What made the arc pop?
I think
and low key, the world government got everything they wanted. So if you would just want to look at it from their side, they got all their Seraphim back. They got the Mother Flame. They got all the stuff that they wanted. They got. Except Lilith got away.
It's crazy. Like the Gorgon just be winning the wars, yo. When these pirates gonna win? Honestly, when they gonna win, yo? Like
I
seriously.
think it's the Vegapunks, bro.
That's fair.
I agree.
Honorable mention Kuma.
I can't say Kuma.
Honorable mention to Kuma, man.
He showed up and threw one punch, man.
Listen.
Yeah, he really did.
His backstory was crazy, bro.
I mean, the backstory. That don't mean he had no relevance on the arc at all.
In fact,
bad hockey is a new term.
If anything, he became a detriment because they had to carry him.
Yeah, and
this big robot, big body robot,
and Vegapunk
big back Kuma.
All the pacifistas to Bonnie's command. It's the Vegapunks.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not saying Joy Boy at all, right?
I wasn't counting.
That's
No.
I'll put Emmett over him.
You know why I don't say Joy Boy? There's one simple fact, bro. If Luffy would have just did Bajrangun off the giant ship,
yeah,
what?
The thing
Are the Gorseys stopping Bajrangun together?
Here's the issue.
Hell
Oda's
no.
low-key paid himself in the corner. Bajra Gun is such an insane attack. Luffy could technically just do that to start and finish any arc.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have that problem every time down.
Listen, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, he could have gotten away with Bajra Gun, and he was in gear. He was good. He would have just passed out immediately after, which he did anyway. Yeah, but anyway.
We got another.
Let's just do this one, and then we're gonna jump into the chapter, and then we'll read every other super chat after we're done with this part of the chat.
Yeah, and let us know y'all MVPs in the chat.
Yeah. Say who your MVPs in the chat.
We got another 10 from Shoxy. It says, yo, what's up, guys? Been caught up to the manga since 2014. Recently discovered you guys about a month ago and love the show and you guys. Mondays are a lot more fun. Hashtag we live. Hashtag getting topped. Hashtag get up. But that was Shoxy's first super chat. So thank you.
Thank you,
welcome,
Shoxy.
bro.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for all the super chats. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. 700 of you. We're going to get into the bottom part of the chapter now, and then we'll do all of the super chats, and then we'll do all of the phone calls. The phone calls are going to be in our Discord, so if you're not in our Discord, join our Discord, and then you'll be able to go into the waiting room. All right. We're headed back to our favorite pirate crew, the Straw Hats. Frankie and Jinbei talk amongst themselves about Luffy's depression from not being able to save the Stella Vegapunk and how the ship's eerily quiet, especially with the giants around. Frankie tells Jinbei that they faced the Gorosei, an admiral, CP0, the Seraphim, and a blockade of ships and survived. He still can't wrap his mind around it. Zoro says Luffy is too pathetic to be crying about a geezer passing away. We then go to the barracks of the ship, giant ship, and Lilith wakes up. Ussop, Nami, Sanji, and Chopper are around her. Lilith grabs her headphone and listens in. The Straw Hats tell her that this is the giant's cabin, and everything is huge here. But they couldn't save any Vegapunks except her. They apologize. Also, Atlas knocked her out, and Lilith says she just heard the whole story and bawls her eyes out. Ussop doubts she's evil at all, but then Lilith says she's hungry. Brook points out that Luffy's up on the giant's table depressed and eating. Luffy says he's sorry he couldn't save the old apple man. Lilith tells Luffy that it's sweet and he's sad about not being able to save me. But their concept of passing away is different from theirs. The truth is every Vegapunk is still alive. The Straw Hats are in disbelief. So she tells Luffy that he did keep his promise to the old apple man. So don't feel sad. Luffy jumps up and yells to the giants that he's thankful they saved him. The giants get up and ask if he's ready to party now. Usopp tells Zoro Luffy is better, Robin is full of excitement to see Saul again, and then the giants ask Luffy who's going to be the king of the pirates after whoever finds the One Piece, and Luffy says it'll be him. He doesn't care if the giants end up as his enemy. It's going to be him in the end. So the giants continue their course toward Egghead, towards Elbaf. Then we go to Elbaf, and there's a silhouetted figure sitting on the island drinking. This person says, "Come on." What did you guys think of the finale of this chapter? And we'll start with Seb.
All right, so there was a lot that went down here in this section of the chapter, which has had the community going crazy, which I love. So I ordered to go, bro. So I'll start with Zoro's comments. I had mixed feelings on this. All right, so on one hand, I actually do get what Zoro is trying to say, or at least what I believe he's trying to say. Crying about Vegapunk's death isn't going to bring him back, and Luffy outright goofed around too much, in my opinion, while he was in Gear 5th, and seemingly didn't take almost the entire conflict serious enough. So that's one of my overall issues with Gear 5th, so in general, but that's kind of a topic for another day. My issue with Zoro, however, is twofold. He didn't address this outright or directly with Luffy, seemingly. At least, not on panel anyway. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. On Punk Hazard, he told Luffy, stop goofing around, get serious, right? Acting as that right hand and checking Luffy when he's not doing his captain's duty. In this instance, it just kind of comes off as Zoro talking crap, in my opinion, a little bit. Zoro got no real right to check Luffy on this, because in my opinion, he was delayed for way too long fighting Lucci, where he didn't take it seriously enough. So, I don't know, man, like, and if we go down that rabbit hole, like, Lucci was only even a factor because Zoro didn't put two and two together about the Seraphim being Lunarians. So, like, and they ended up letting them free. I think Lawrence had complained about it when the chapter happened. Like, why are these people just out in the open Y'all have the means to trap them with the bubble guns, with the bubble shields, with sea stone, whatever. Why are y'all enemies? Y'all ops are just sitting here having this conversation with y'all in the hostage situation. I'm not blaming all of that on Zoro, but Lucci being free to me is in part a rabbit hole of Zoro's issues. Overall, Luffy's a compassionate person. So him crying doesn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise Zoro. He cares about his friends, he cares about people, and he didn't accomplish his goal in his mind, and he's the captain. It's part of the entire crew's job to fulfill the promises of the captain, right? So Zoro's action doesn't surprise me because he isn't the best at showing emotion. And it's funny because I love that we started today with me and Lawrence arguing pretty crazy off screen. But these moments for Zoro remind me of Lawrence. Because Lawrence, I know 100%, has said to me, your crying does nothing. It does nothing to help the situation. It's not going to help you. It's not going to bring anything back, etc. And it's funny, when I was writing up my notes and thinking about it, it reminded me of our niece, Aaliyah, who once commented that all the Hurley boys are aliens because we don't emote correctly. And so I felt that for Zoro when I was reading this chapter. So shout out to Aaliyah. She'll probably never see this. Overall, to me, the Straw Hats didn't lock in well enough. And several Vegapunks died as a result. Mm-hmm. And even if that contradicts what Oda does say later about Vegapunk in this chapter, that's still the truth to me. Vegapunk's still being alive. So throughout the arc, we got a consistent question that was stated regarding Vegapunk and his consciousness, right? What truly constitutes death for someone like me? What constitutes death for something like this? When they were pointing and talking, I think it was Mars talking about Vegapunk's brain, right? So this is Oda's answer to that for Vegapunk. Like, what constitutes his death for y'all isn't the same to me, because in my mind, we're all still alive because I'm still here. Technically, York is still out there too, but whatever. Vegapunk was actively looking for like a way to sacrifice himself in the arc to try to plead, because he thought that his death would mean something, even if it's not the same death that the world would view. You know what I mean? So this is Oda's answer to that, and it was highlighted last chapter and with him trying to sacrifice himself. So long as Vegapunk's alive, like, that's cool. But I don't know. I like the finality of death a little bit more than I like this kind of an ending. I do like that there are two Vegapunks now, though. The one that seemingly is going to be absorbing all of the other elements of Vegapunk. She's already getting Lilith's hunger because they're disconnected from Egghead. I don't know exactly what the parameters or why that is, but now she's seemingly going to get the good, the thinking, the greed, all the things that the amalgamations that made Vegapunk who he was into one character. So I like that. And Lilith's dope. And I do like that now both sides of the final conflict have a Vegapunk, right? So like the warlords and the pirates for the longest time, they've had their own Vegapunk, right? In Caesar, but he was never up to snub. He was never up to par. Now we have our own Vegapunk while they have their own Vegapunk. And at some point, I do believe a Lilith and York conversation is going to happen, or interaction will happen, some sort of conflict between the two of them. Or they'll probably just clip York, I don't know. Either way, I'm excited to see where that goes. As far as the silhouette figure, y'all may have more on this than me. I kind of just subscribe to what's been said in the community. It's either Gabon or Chicky. I was trying to think of somebody else it could be, but I just didn't really think too deep into it. I'm like letting the mysteries unfold nowadays, which I think is great. That's what makes One Piece great. So I'm trying not to think too hard on who the silhouetted figure is. Could be the Burnt Scar Man, could be that person in the final page of whatever chapter that was, that panel, the mystery man. I don't know. I'm just excited to see who it is. I doubt we get it soon. Like, I don't think it's the next panel that we get. I don't think it'll be revealed in the next chapter, but this was a great chapter. I really loved it. It sparked so much thought for me. So that's it for me. I'll pass it to whoever's next.
All right, Lawrence.
So, as crazy it is considering what Frankie said about what they had to deal with, on paper it does seem crazy.
On paper, right?
On paper it does seem like, wow, like how do then it made me think on paper, because I was reading, when I first read it I was like, oh shoot, yeah, that is a lot, thinking about it. That's like comparing like other Yonko crews, like what other Yonko could really deal with this. You know, the 5 elders, an Admiral, the CP0, the S Pacifistas, and a bunch call full of Vice Admirals coming at you. You know, like that is a lot. But then ultimately, when I thought of how it ended, mainly put was the Conqueror's hockey blast that kind of just made it all like, you know, not really matter. Like it took out almost everything or everyone. And I was thinking in my head, it made me think of all the greats in One Piece who could probably like have a powerful hockey like that, you know? Like you think of Roger, Whitebeard, Rocks, Shanks and them. Like doing a hockey blast like that. If that's kind of all it takes, I was just like, because all right, if you that level, it knocked out all the Vice Admirals pretty much, right? It sent back because the main thing was that the only reason why it fully worked was that the 5 elders, only one was really there. It sent them back. How it affect them if they're all actually present still remains to be seen, you know. But we did, even regardless of that, it did revert Saturn back to its, you know, his original form, you know. And also another thing is that at the time, we didn't see how the S Pacifistas were affected by it, and Kizaru, like the Admiral was affected by it because, you know, he was laying low because emotional state wasn't good because what happened, emotional damage, and then also the CP0, right? So I just thought it was crazy, but I think like it kind of just lowered it for me because of what it was able to do, right? And tagging up on the Zoro thing, right? I was looking back because when I first read it, I was like, "Dang, that's cold as heck."
That's you.
I was like,
"That's you."
Nah, that's
you.
Not me. That's not me. That's not me. I would never say that. I would never. Nah, that's crazy. That's not me. Right? But then, because I'm not gonna say that. First, I want to morning them. But then it also made me think. But if you think about it, right? Zoro hasn't really spent much real time with Vegapunk. He wasn't there. Like the beginning, he was on the ship the whole time, and then literally, if you want to match up for panel wise, he was only in the same room with Vegapunk once, and they didn't even interact. Right? It was when they captured York, and that was all we seen. So technically, to Zoro and all the other Vegapunks, he hasn't really interacted. Zoro's kind of like on the ship sleeping, or like kind of like resting for that one bit, then fighting for the rest of the time. Right? So most of it, he has no real action with any of the Vegapunks, let alone Vegapunk. To him, it's kind of like almost a stranger, like, you know, that just passed. Because, like, for example, if you want to match it, right? It's not like Zoro doesn't have compassion or he's strong this one, but think of Yasui, right? I think that's his name, Yatsu. Yasui, right? Zoro felt some type of way when he was on Wano, when he was on when Orochi shot him and he was like being hanged and everything. That was not cool with Zoro. Zoro wanted to stop it, like pretty much. And then also after he was passed and he heard people laughing, Zoro was like, "What?" Zoro got furious. He was like, "Why the heck are they laughing? It's not right." And then what's her name? Hiyori, yeah. Had to explain to him, no, it's not out of they're happy that he's gone. It's because of what. And then she explains it, and then Zoro like, so Zoro felt some type of way. So, and that's another old man, right? But Zoro, the main thing is that Luffy and Zoro are very similar because, as in this way, when they develop an emotional connection, or not emotional, it doesn't have to be emotional, they develop a connection with someone. Mainly, Yatsui helped Zoro and also gave him something to drink, right? Luffy, you give Luffy food, right? He has a cause of why he's connecting with you and why he wants to help you, right? So Luffy got this connection, this relationship, or so to speak, from Vegapunk, right? Meeting him, talking to him, feeding him, all that stuff. Zoro got absolutely nothing. So there's no, for me, what I thought is like, again, it's almost like a stranger. You hear about some random guy passing that, yeah. The only reason like the crew wanted to get him, but you have no idea who this person is, right?
It's like when Sanji didn't see Kaido in Wano.
He never saw. Oh shit!
He saw him in the dragon form.
Yeah,
but
and that was it.
He don't know what Kaido looked like.
I didn't know what Kaido looked like, bro.
That's hilarious.
Who we fight again? No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So I think it's like, so that's why like I thought of Zoro's response in that way, and then also Zoro's not necessarily a crier. It's like, yo, you're Yonko, whatever. But yeah, it's mainly like that. Is that connection right here, and this made me think of how I had to rethink about it with Luffy's state right now, because it's not normal for us, right? it's more like it made me think. Luffy, this is at the time. This is like the first time we saw Luffy not accomplish the goal. Right? It's usually they go to an island, an arc, and what so like someone asks them to save him or do like that. They accomplish it, they win. You know, same thing always throughout the whole show. And I was like, and then I thought of Ace and everything, right? But that was different because one, Ace didn't ask him to do it, and also Luffy set out to do it on his own. But this is like a different situation. Someone asked you, and if you go back in the manga, also in the anime, how many times is repeated to Luffy by different people? Save Vegapunk, get him off the island. Said tomorrow, said it. Also, like Luffy's repeating it, fighting all this to deal with, and then Luffy doesn't come through.
Lollygagging.
Yeah, sounds like when Luffy doesn't come through, and I was like, wow, this is like, I wasn't used to this, right? And I was like, very interesting on Luffy how he's responding because he comes out achieving everything. They just win, you know, and then not seeing him not doing it, I was like, oh snap! And it's funny because it's when he's a Yonko he does it. You know what I'm saying? He's like at his peak almost. Yeah, you know, and he's the strongest, and he doesn't do it. Like he kind of fails, but then it's all wrapped up by Lilith saying, oh no, he's actually still alive, right? All the Vegapunks are alive, right? So that made me think is also too Lilith's hearing something, right? Someone like, I heard it. Communication or something. I thought of the Vegapunk Records cloud or whatever, you know? I don't know if it's the difference between the cloud or the Vegapunk Records, but I think she still has a link to that, right?
The Neuralink?
Yeah. So because of that, it's like still feeding her information. And because of that, it made me think also, too, for Vegapunk to create all the other Vegapunks, the satellites, right? All his information has to be stored someplace to give it to them, right? So that's how I view it as, like, they're all still alive because, all right, and also if you think about it, most of the Vegapunks, except for the Stella, all their bodies were kind of made, you know? So you could kind of just remake them, right? Except for the Stella. But you would have the Stella, so to speak, by putting it all into one. The organic-wise, no, not so much. But if he's able to create, you know, the pacifistas or the pacifistas, right, and call them real humans and Stussy and all them other ones, you could kind of make an organic, you know, Vegapunk, right? Stella with all the information, his personality, his mind, his thoughts, all of that, who he is through the cloud or whatever, and also making him an organic body like that of his own creation of the Stussy and the pacifistas, right? And that's one last comment before I end. Brooks' reaction to them finding out that all the Vegapunks were alive, he goes out of his body into like his soul form. Mm-hmm. Had me dying. He's like, oh, it's like he like jumped out his body because you see those little those figures of him. That made me laugh because it made him like go in soul form or whatever. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. But yeah, that's all I have.
Right, Lionel.
So you guys almost said pretty much everything like I already thought of or gonna bring out. Honestly, the only thing I was gonna bring up was one. So finally, Vegapunk is a woman. Like when we first see Vegapunk, it's really Lilith.
You know what, Diane?
And it's like at the end result,
I'm not a woman. I'm a horse.
I think it's funny because all the people who haven't seen Vegapunk. And we all know the theory, Vegapunk's this, Vegapunk's like, no, Vegapunk's a man. No, Vegapunk's a woman now. Like, legit. I just thought, this is an idiot. Like, he's stupid.
York a woman, too?
Yeah.
Y'all keep forgetting about York now.
I was going by, like, yeah. But, and also I thought of, you said a lot on paper. I was thinking of how much of that is going to be on paper because he's not there. So nobody's going to know that Gorosei were there. Maybe Kizaru, maybe. But it might be just a bus call happened, trying to save Vegapunk, and the show had intervened and took out Vegapunk. But like all that stuff on paper is not going to be there.
No, the news is not letting out that the Gorosei showed up. Of course,
the Gorosei no, but Kizaru taking the L. Borges might put that in there, bro.
Yeah,
if he can.
How
that's
did he know that?
I don't know, but how he know this at all?
Yeah, he got something again. We know he got people hiding some places, like just how the world government took off that fast to try to shoot Morgan's. Morgan's got people like I can't say Absalom anymore because he's gone because
he low-key be hiring pirates because of Apu.
The thing is, like, this was a known thing. They've been barricaded for however long. Like, you know, like they knew they sent a whole marine fleet there. So.
Yeah, but
Kizaru known, bro.
And the last thing is because I'm going to the last picture. I mean, I actually thought of with the Giants. Like, I wonder if I don't know if they're gonna go for One Piece themselves. I thought they might just be rooting for Shanks, and that's Shanks' team, and it's like who you're picking because you like Shanks, and you like Luffy. Like, is there like a betting with them now? Like, I don't know, but and as for the person silhouette, I know some people think it's. I thought of Gabon too. That'd be interesting because we're actually waiting for some reason Gabon to make an appearance because I think there was been somebody Oda maybe said to Gabon. I thought again it could just be Shanks. Like, I mean, I guess it's too obvious, but like I'm thinking of like Shanks, either Shanks left or he didn't leave, or we know that he leaves and comes back. We've seen him doing it at Foster Village with Luffy multiple times, and like he also has that coat thing sticking out similar to Shanks. And he's in the Warland area where he was at taking out Kid. So, like, it could, like, I don't think Shinky, the only two people I don't think it's a Birdman scar because, like this is, like, he could just docked on Elbath, but I don't, like, why? Like, there's no, like, the one said he's on a ship. Again, if he's a pirate or whatever, you have to go on land to get resources. But we just know he's on a ship right now with doing whirlpool stuff, like, you know, so preventing the Planigiff. The only question is, if it's Shanks, like, why would you silhouette him now? I guess to make the who is it type of look, but like, because they only silhouetted Shanks I think once, to my knowledge, but they really showed him right away when he was drinking sake or alcohol before in Elbath. So I'm just like. That's something it could be Shanks, but we don't know. Like, the Gabon thing is pretty interesting, but I think it could just be. We'll wait and see.
Someone said it's Panda Man.
That would be.
It could just be a Elbaf specific character.
Yeah.
Like it could be like Loki or Odin or like one
You
of those.
said Odin or Odin like the.
Yeah, like from the Thor.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Could be Thor. I don't know.
Thor. But that's what I was gonna bring up. Like.
It's Thorfinn.
Because who? No, because I was bringing up like Loki's not a new character and maybe the King, but like I didn't think this is another new character that Oda just bring out of nowhere.
Bro, we got a new character like on the double spread panel with all 12 characters.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Did you not read like the last two chapters? Did you not see? What chapter was that?
It was like 3 chapters ago. But the mystery man with all the 12 people where it showed Buggy and Luffy.
Yeah, that I'm assuming that's most likely the Birdman scar. Because like for instance,
but you're never mind, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm going by like.
We get you.
No, I'm just going by significance. Like for instance, the Birdman scar probably is going to play a decent amount or major role in the story. Like you could throw new characters or whatever, but like if they're gonna have that much of an impact, like Rox is a new character that mostly has an impact in the main story. The Birdman scar is one of them. That's what I'm saying. That this guy, like towards the end, you're throwing another new character that probably gonna have a main impact in the story. I'm thinking like that's what I'm bringing out. Like
Lionel, we got Holy Knights. Like a whole,
I don't think they're gonna be that
group,
group,
bro,
but no,
I just got
guess.
introduced.
Yeah,
But they're not. To me,
flaming Lionel because
Yeah.
you said Birdman scar.
Yeah, he said it
Instead of Bird
backwards.
scar. Now they heard Birdman scar. Yo, I'm dead.
I can't. But I don't. I mean, the Holy Knights as a group, yeah, but that's different. And we mad over
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Bro, Oda don't care, bro. He gonna insert whoever new
Yeah, I was
to be
gonna
inserted,
say,
bro. We
yeah.
gonna have a whole island of new characters.
Again, impacting the
What you talking
story.
about,
You're not impacting the story.
Hey,
It was
man.
vague significance.
Yeah, you were right, Lionel.
All right, you guys here don't know what I'm saying. I mean, all right, whatever.
You're right, Lionel.
It's Birdman, bro.
Jeez.
Birdman. Birdman's car.
Hobbies,
Anything that has to do with Elbath, Lionel just can't do it, bro. He can't do it, bro.
They're giants. They don't make sense. Nonstop.
They said it's the 6th Gorson.
I'm done. You can go.
You done?
Respect.
Oh man.
All right. So first thing, I loved how Jinbei and Frankie were talking amongst each other. For those who don't remember, Frankie was the original helmsman of the Straw Hat crew. To see him sitting on the ledge on the ship behind Jinbei, who's the current helmsman, is like chef's kiss to me. It's like, yo, like, you used to do my job. You know what I'm saying? Because we had that moment with Frankie and Ussop.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like poetic to me. But Zoro also makes this 100 times better because these are like the macho guys on the crew. Like, when you think of the tough guys on the Straw Hats, you think of these three. Yeah. And it's a dope little bro fest.
They drink.
I was thinking to myself, I was like, would it be super cool if Sanji was here? Or would he, like, kill the vibe? And I was like, if the girls are not around and, like, he's not fighting with Zoro, then I could see, like, yo, this is a dope moment. But if he's there and girls are like, even if Zoro and him like, he's like the annoying guy you don't want around.
It's funny you say that because like that's the after the Frankie family stuff where they're sitting on the rubble of the Frankie family and they're talking. Chopper goes away because he's not like brain trust leadership of the crew or whatever at that point. But like Zoro and Sanji are talking and Luffy's in the distance thinking about what to do with the Sunny or with the Mary, and it's like that was that kind of little vibe, but like there was no girls around, so Sanji wasn't being the simp version of himself.
Yeah.
So
I was like, yo, honestly, I told you guys a million times, and whoever's followed the pod for a while, it's moments like that where I love One Piece because they just really just chilling, like they really just being themselves. That's like something I miss so much from pre-time skip that we don't get post-time skip anymore because everybody's just running for their lives most of the arc from something. Zoro having no empathy shows he's still the pirate hunter he was known for when we first met him, bro. That doesn't surprise me. As it surprised everybody. It didn't surprise. I was like, that's something Zoro does. Yeah. It's his character. He don't be caring. He got a drink in his hand. He probably a little tipsy.
I think he cares. This is how he copes.
Yeah. I kind of assumed that when Lilith was the only one left, all the duties of the other Vegapunks would be bestowed upon her. Like, when one Vegapunk goes, the others will have to split their duties, or all of that one duty will go to one Vegapunk. So it looks like Lilith is the embodiment of Stella entirely right now. She has every personality. Also brings up the question if Saint Saturn or the Gorosei 2 have York, or did she escape? So I don't know which one. Or it could be that Lilith is not in the range of Egghead Island, so she can no longer depend on the facilities that she was receiving. That's why she got hungry. Her even saying that Luffy kept his promise to me. She said to me is a clear indication that this is no longer just Lilith. So I think I said it before that Vegapunk kind of resembles Dr. Gero from Dragon Ball Z. You remember Dr. Gero? He only had his brain. Everything else was a fake body. Yeah. I think, and it's the opposite for Vegapunk. He had a real body, but his head was fake. So necessarily, he's not alive. Like, that body is not a soul. Like, the only thing that it's connected to is through Wi-Fi. So if the Wi-Fi just ended up just going out, all the Vegapunks shut down. Even Stella. So I was like, yeah, Vegapunk is still alive. He's just not alive full body because he got rid of his real body entirely, basically. So if he creates another body on Egghead, then he'll be able to implant himself into something again and just run off of that. Yeah. So he's alive. But I do like I didn't think of the idea of the two Vegapunks being on opposite sides.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was fire. That was fire.
We need it, bro. We need that.
That was fire. So, to the man who silhouetted, yo, I know Shanks just left Elbaf, but I think once he felt that hockey from Egghead, he came back.
He's like,
I'm serious. And I'm not saying it out of fear. I think he was like, yo, what was that? What was that, bro? Because I felt that. And I'm going to expect the strongest hockey user in the game that we know of to also be able to feel from miles away, especially when he did it to Green Bull. So the reason I think this as well is because right before we get the silhouetted man, Luffy goes, even if you guys become my enemies, I'm still going to be Pirate King. So, and then we get the silhouette of this person who has similarly the same cloak as Shanks. And also, Shanks has been shown to be drinking out of a sake cup, but it was a green bottle him and Ben Beckman were sharing on the ship when they were like, yo, it's time to go get the One Piece. I don't know where the Shiki nonsense is coming from.
What you mean? It's not nonsense.
I like Shiki,
it's
but
not nonsense.
Shiki has no importance on the story. He's definitely not coming to _ʍ, has no reason to be in _ʍ. He's the same man that also said to Whitebeard, yo, let's link up. And then Whitebeard was like, yo, chill out before I knock you out.
The Shiki downplay coming from Larry, I did not expect that.
No. I'm saying the Shiki relevance is not important right now.
Bro, Oda wrote a whole ass chapter that identified Shiki had a plan with giant creatures involved that he was going to wait 20 years for.
Bro, I'm going to tell you, Shiki, by far, is not important.
Listen, man.
Listen, y'all love making these little characters that are seamlessly, like, just non-existent, existent. I'm telling you right now, put your money on me. Shiki ain't even gonna touch the story going forward.
Yo, we've seen the dude pop up like 6 or 7 times now. Like, they brought his name up. We saw his face on Wano.
They brought him up because of other people.
But what I'm saying is, this is how Oda writes, though. Like,
no.
If he's gonna start bringing him back in,
Sebastian,
that's how you do it.
I'm telling you right now, it's One Piece madness to think that Shiki has any relevance this late in the story. I am telling you right now.
Maybe
you're telling me he would have more relevance than Gaban. He would have more relevance than no, bro. Shiki is not that character in the story. He got his own movie, and if Oda let him have his own movie like that, he basura, bro. He's garbage to this relevancy of the endgame. You think why wasn't Shiki on? Why wasn't Shiki within the 12-man bracket that was going after the One Piece? If he has this much relevance,
not being on _ʍ and having some storyline to play doesn't mean you have to be an endgame character.
I'm telling you right now, whoever believes that is Shiki, you are 1,000% wrong. 1,000% wrong, bro.
Listen.
1,000%. If it's Shiki, does that make the story better?
I gotta see how it plays out.
Lawrence, does it make it better?
I don't think so. I agree with you.
Right?
The fact that he had him in a movie, I don't see. It's not
about the movie. It's about the chapter.
No, I know that. What I'm saying is like, there's not a time where Oda focused someone in a movie that brought them into the main storyline.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Shiki has the same relevancy as Uta, bro. Get your little panel time. But you ain't really nothing to the story.
Yo,
you were part of somebody else's story.
Hold on. The difference between all these characters y'all are talking about and comparing Shiki to is that Shiki actually did get a canon chapter dedicated.
Sebastian, how many times have we
none of those other characters?
How many times have we been shown through Oda that the old generation is out the door? How many times?
Hey man,
don't let
it be Shiki, bro. That's what I don't know what to tell you. To stamp it this hard.
Yeah. So it comes.
You're saying it can't.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Like, why would it be?
Why would it be, bro?
Yeah.
That's why there has to be a story to tell.
I'm telling you right now, there is no story to tell that would make me go, damn, yo, Shiki really is important right now. I'm telling you, like, there's none. If your character is explained through other characters, you're not that character, bro. You're not the main guy. What do you think Shiki gonna do? Hey, Luffy, bro. Glad you came through. Yo, I'm a friend of the Giants. Can I help you with something?
I don't have a story to tell on Shiki.
You think the Giants gonna be like, yo, Shiki, what up? And he just sitting there with 2 sword legs?
To me, you can't put it at 0%. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I can't put it at 0%.
See, it always,
I can't.
And this is what I love the One Piece community, and then I hate it. Because every time there's always that one person that will be like, well, there's always a 1% that is going to happen.
To me, it's higher than 1%.
And if you don't consider the 1%, then you're not.
No, to me, it's higher than 1%.
No, it's
not. In general.
No.
It's maybe like 15-20%. But it's possible.
I will bet you like a G right now, it's not Shiki, bro.
I'm not willing to bet on 15%.
Oh, it's 15% now.
I said 50. Wait, so if it is Shiki, I get 1,000. But if it's not, I have to give you 1,000.
You give me 2.
No.
If you're that confident, do it.
I'm not. I just said I
Alright
wasn't.
then, so,
but
yeah.
you're shutting it down as it's not possible.
Yes. I've done this before.
That's
When people come up with bad theories, I'll tell you it's a bad theory. It's 0%.
That's
I do say, like, out of all the silhouettes, and it was only a few.
Okay.
It was Shanks and Baby Gaban.
Okay.
Shinky never once crossed my mind.
You know what's
Okay.
so crazy? You know what's so crazy about Sebastian? He the same dude that said that cover chapter that Rayleigh, I think, was having a drink with.
it's Crocus.
Crocus, my bad.
That could be Shiki too.
That was Shiki.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to see Shiki and Wano. And where was Shiki? Non-existent.
I just say you got the hat, but the hat is in like that silhouette is there. Like I'm tripping. I'm tripping right now.
Yes.
The hat in the silhouette is vaguely similar to the hat that we see in the Crocus
Sebastian,
color. Like what are we?
for all
I'm tripping. It's a 0% chance
for
now.
all we know,
Alright,
that could
bro.
be the dude's head.
It could be, but
Exactly.
I'm saying is you're saying it's a 0% chance. I'm
Yes.
not willing to go there.
Yo, this is what I be saying, bro. You gotta stop pulling so much relevancy on mystery names, bro. Like, stop putting so much importance,
Here's the thing.
bro.
Shiki's your guy.
This always happens.
Shiki's your guy.
I love Shiki.
That's your guy.
Shiki's my dude.
I thought you'd be excited to
I
potentially
would
see him.
love for Shiki to be back in the story the same way I would love a Nell. But I know damn well they don't exist
And I was
this
here,
late in the game.
I was here to give you hope that you might see your boy.
I don't need hope. Don't do that to me. I'm whatever Hawkeye was during Endgame, bro. Don't do that. Don't give me hope, bro. I don't want that. I understand the story. The story says Shiki ain't needed.
Amen.
We do not need Shiki.
Amen.
We need the Burn Scar Man more than Shiki.
Yeah.
And-
I believe that Oda showed what he wanted to show with Shiki in that movie, and that was done deal, bro. He's not gonna bring him out because he already showed him. Because we already know.
Done deal.
If
Done deal. This is like bringing Zephyr back.
Yeah. What would be the point
Damn,
of the
yo,
movie?
Zephyr coming back.
What was the point of the movie then?
The movie wasn't canon. The movie was to sell money, to make money, bro. What are you talking about? Why? What's the point of the movie? They're trying to make bread, bro.
No, the thing is, so what was the point of the movie if you're bringing Shiki back now?
Imagine.
To make, I just said why, bro. We made a movie to make money.
Is Shiki like a top 50
in the manga.
most liked character? Like, I don't get it, bro.
Sebastian, he's saying that if he made Shiki in chapter 0, then he could just waited all this time to bring Shiki now instead of bring them in the movie.
Damn,
But
yo.
we would have no hype behind this person.
Lawrence.
But it gave us the
Hold
hype.
on,
from
there would
the
be no
chapter.
hype. We would get Shiki, be like,
Yeah,
oh wow,
yeah.
this guy fought Roger back in the day. Cool.
Apparently, Shiki got more importance than Dragon at this point.
Oh my god.
Pretty much.
Yo, like,
don't
why
let it be Shiki, bro.
Dude,
Yo,
Don't let it be
that's
Shiki, bro.
Sebastian, though, real talk.
It's
If
crazy.
No. If it is Shiki, how you think it plays out to where you like it?
I don't know, but I'm willing to see. That's my y'all are just like, nah, it's not, and
Dude.
it's a mute point,
Dude.
I will be intrigued by what happens in the arc, bro.
I'm saying
This
right
is
now.
bad, bro.
Don't what?
This is
No,
bad.
It'd be
This
better.
is a terrible thing.
It'd be better if they didn't show the movie because
The movie's not canon. It doesn't matter. I'm only focusing on chapter 0. The fact is, Oda wrote a chapter about a character. He broke out of Impel Down. He fought with Roger. He wanted world weapons, etc. And he said, I have this plan that will be enacted in 20 years, which is where we at right now.
It sounds like he got his plan.
In the movie.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah. Sebastian.
It sounds like it.
Go reread chapter 0.
Sebastian,
and y'all tell me there's a 0%
Sebastian.
chance that
You're
Shiki could be this character.
Sebastian, you're forgetting how Oda does something.
Oh my
If
God.
Oda wanted him this late in the game and to be a character in the series, right? Would he have had him in the movie?
Nope.
No. That's not the way Oda does things.
Getting defeated by Gear 2 Luffy.
Yeah, word. Pre-time.
Yo,
he
and
fought
it's
Roger.
not about the movie. It's about chapter 0 existing.
Again, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
I don't know. Y'all are saying, so because I don't have a great theory as to what Shiki could do. I'm wrong. Like it can't be him.
Sebastian, my
That's
thing
the
is,
bullshit.
my thing is,
What?
Shinki's gonna be the character Shinki, right? In the movie, he's Luffy's enemy.
Cool.
And if he's gonna be Luffy's ally now out of nowhere,
I didn't say that.
Or he's gonna be Luffy's enemy.
Cool.
Because Luffy's Oda kind of said what Shinki kind of showed in the movie is kind of much where his strength is at. Losing the
Oh my
pre-time to
God,
Luffy
bro.
on circumstances.
Yo, stop. The movie don't matter.
It does.
It does not. No, the movie does not
It's gonna
matter.
give a bad taste in our mouth.
Oh my
watching.
God, bro.
So you're saying, yo, Oda, I know you like downplayed this guy, and you let it happen in a movie. Like you gave the okay to be like, yo, let Luffy take him out. And he comes back on the most important part in the entire series, and you're like, yo, Shiki, bro.
You that guy.
I don't even like Shiki. This is crazy. That's your boy. I can't believe I'm the one defending Shiki right
He's
now.
my boy.
Bro.
For sure, he's my boy.
I just don't think Oda would have wrote Chapter 0 if he had zero relevance.
You know why
to
he
the
wrote
plot.
Chapter 0?
To hype the movie? Maybe.
No. It was to literally glorify everybody else and to say how dope Shiki was at the time he was
He
dope.
sound like these are my
That's it.
Shiki takes.
That's it.
Alright, man.
Do you see what you do though? Then
No, but what I'm saying, no. It's way different because he's saying just relevancy. I'm saying no. Shiki's really that guy. He's just not relevant.
yeah.
He's just not relevant.
Until
I'm
he
sorry.
is, bro.
Until he is. Damn, yo, Luffy has an afro and it's the One Piece until it is.
Listen, man.
Damn, yo, Brooke is the great. Yo,
I'm
no,
saying-
bro. Sometimes you gotta be like, all right, as fantastical as this manga is, Oda's too great of a writer to let BS happen, and it's okay. It's okay.
Saul literally alive right now on Elbaf, bro.
Yo, that's different.
Talking about
That's different.
anything possible.
Yo,
with
that's
Oda,
different.
bro.
But you know what Soul has though, right? Relevancy.
Yeah.
What did Soul do? He brought the books from Ohara. Who does Soul have to meet? Robin. What is Soul? A giant? Like, where's Shiki?
MIA.
Oh, okay.
Until he ain't.
Okay.
Sad guy.
Anyway, I was gonna say something else. I forgot. Oh, Bonnie better not be drinking no alcohol, bro. Yo, Bonnie better be drinking some high C, some apple juice. She got a cup, bro. She out here.
I was drinking at that age.
Did you get beat up for doing that? Didn't you get beat up for doing that?
Beat up
I
is
distinctly
crazy word.
remember coming to the house, and Charles said he hit you.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Older brother.
She could not be because like Luffy don't
It's
really.
a cup, bro.
Luffy don't be drinking like that.
Honestly, where is Bonnie in this?
You're not gonna tell me Luffy ain't gonna be drinking.
Bro, there's no
No, you don't
alcohol
get-
in that cup, bro.
Luffy
It better
don't
not
be.
be,
There's
bro.
no alcohol in that cup.
Yeah.
Where you see Bonnie in this picture? Though?
You don't,
Bro, are you blind?
right there, right by Sanji, like in the air.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
standing on Frankie's head.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get to these super chats, and then after the super chats, we're gonna get to the phone calls. We're going until 9:30, right, Marv? Yeah, Marv gave us the okay to go to 9:30, guys. So don't be out just yet. Also, if you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. And if you haven't said L Larry yet, please say L Larry. And yeah, let's get into the comments.
All right. We got a couple super chat sittings, so this might take a little while. We got 10 from Kirby. It says, to be honest, after Toriyama, I think manga authors should use proteges to finish their story if they pass. To me, helping someone reach their goal even after they pass is a pinnacle of true friendship.
That is true.
That's pretty deep, Kirby. I was not expecting all that from
But the thing
Kirby
is,
today.
most mangakas don't have the story planned out, from what I noticed.
Or they do, and like they finish well enough. Like most manga don't last this long.
Yeah.
Like this isn't a typical fear,
Sometimes you don't last long.
and that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Where we guys
But
taking
well,
it? Come on.
it's not being stupid. Oda said he knows how he wants to end One Piece though, so he at least has that. How it gets up there.
But
I
can
think
you
is different.
finish?
Okay.
Another 5 from Saucy. It says, "Y'all think we will get another time skip? I feel like
No.
Luffy potentially being a pirate at 19
No.
is too soon. Maybe
No.
a time skip after the final war."
Nah.
Not right now.
Yeah. If it's gonna be time skip, it's gonna be like after everything's
It's
said
like
and done.
credits are already done.
Yeah,
And like
because
he
she's grown
shows,
Luffy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
And then we
wouldn't-
get
Just look at Morgan's in this chapter and tell me we're gonna have a
And then we get-
time skip
yeah.
of news events.
we get
Like,
Boofy. We're gonna get Boofy out there.
Another 2 from PP McGee. It says Magellan is returning. ... Hashtag LeBron over Jordan.
I'll tell you this, he got a better chance than Shiki. Like, yo.
That is true.
He was recently in the chapter. If we don't mistake it.
Talking to Dofi.
Yeah, talking to Dopey.
Another 20 from Isaiah Mayo. It says Blackbeard had 3 braids fighting Law. and then 2 braids with Ice Pop. Do you think this is the first time we saw them? We also saw him more aggressive with Law and passive with Ice Pop. Also love getting in with BBC.
Thank you. But I personally just don't like the 3 personalities or the 3 hearts theory. It's just...
And
It's just not me.
matching the braids, he got another personality. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand the personalities or even abilities wise. Oh, I got another ability. I'm gonna get another braid on my beard. That's just.
Oda be making mistakes when he draws it, bro. That's all I can say. Another 65 SEK. I'm not sure what that is exactly, but thank you. From Farwalker, it says if Kid is on Elbaf and ends up joining the Straw Hats, okay, where would you guys place him strength-wise? 3rd or 4th on the crew? # Larry has W takes. Love you guys.
He'd probably be 6, bro.
6?
I'm serious, bro.
Kid's strong in this.
You got...
I think so. Kid.
I got Luffy, Zoro, Jinbei, Sanji.
Damn, bro. Y'all be
Wait,
pandering Kid.
Do you
bro.
think Kid could beat Doflamingo?
No. I do not.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
A little bit, yeah. I know Dofi's my guy, but yeah. Kid's a tank, bro.
Is he?
Yeah,
He's a tank.
We always talk
What you
about.
mean, is he?
Don't be getting fooled with the anime showing, because you know all that Marvel
No,
Johnny
also,
stuff is
again,
cap.
Kid's stronger than y'all give him credit for, bro.
Dude, make sure the conversation we had that again. Name one hockey attack that Kid took. Because no,
we
the one
can't,
he
we
did,
can't do this. We can't do this.
Shanks ended him.
Yeah, we can't do this, bro.
I'm going.
He'll be 5th.
I want to put him above Zoro, low key, bro.
Kid?
We're done.
Okay.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah,
See, this is
you
where
go,
you
yeah.
be smoking crack, bro.
Yeah.
Another 2 from Off Brand. It says, y'all think Crocodile is the missing Amazonian princess?
I would hate it.
Oh my goodness.
I would hate it. Just
That would be
move
bad
on.
writing.
Move on. Bro.
I'm sorry.
Move on, bro.
Crocodile is Rox's daughter. Another 5 from Black Ninja 674. It says, I think Walpole and Vivi will see Big News Morgan's real identity.
I hope so. That would actually
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah.
But I want to see it too, though.
He's just a guy in a bird.
I don't want it to be off panel.
He's just a guy in a
Why
bird
can't he
suit.
just
Yeah.
be?
Right, man?
Why can't he
See, I
just be
foreshadow.
a big?
Oh, you remember One Punch Man? Did you
Oh,
read up to that part?
yeah.
Yo, this guy dressed in a phoenix costume.
That's funny.
And then the phoenix costume attached itself to his skin, and he became an actual phoenix. And then he got like crazy powers, and he was hard as hell to fight.
Yeah.
He was like powerful as hell.
Every time he was almost
Was
like
he a hero or a villain?
He was a villain.
Okay.
And every time
He
you got-
became a monster.
Yeah, cause like, and then every time you would take him out, but you didn't finish him off,
Yo, I
he
love-
would like
I love-
come back as a phoenix, but stronger, like a
Yeah,
ball.
he was like almost unbeatable.
Seriously.
I was like, yo, I love One
Who
Punch
did he
Man.
fight? Did he fight Saitama?
Nah.
No, he fought the sword.
Child,
dude, right?
no, he fought Child Emperor.
Yeah.
The kid.
Oh yeah, yo, that fight was so hard.
Yeah, 'cause that kid's like a
love One Punch
genius.
Man, bro.
I gotta
Yeah.
catch up.
It was a good one.
I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Kirby. It says, "What is a One Piece take that would make you get up and leave on a first date?" # broker be cooking. # top for a reverie.
Shikia Elbaf, bro. That's my new one. That's my new one, bro. Shikia Elbaf.
At a first
Get up
date?
and leave at
At a first date? Like what does the date have to do with it?
I'm pretty like she says it, and you're like, nah,
Luffy's a
I
bad
can't do
character.
this.
If she said Luffy's a bad character, I'd get up. I'd get up for sure. Like, don't disrespect my goat, bro.
I
So
can
it's
agree
like
with
a
that one.
One Piece take. What was it?
Yeah,
Any take.
Any take.
I could agree with Larry's.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
If Water 7 was a bad arc, Spandam was right.
Wow.
I love the Gorosei. Nah, I kind of love the Gorosei too.
Yaru should have aborted.
Jeez.
A Rouge.
No, Rouge.
Wait.
Rouge should have aborted.
You talking about Ace's mom?
Oh
Yeah.
man,
That's crazy.
Marco is actually good.
terrible.
Marco.
No, Marco, no. She said she wants Marco to become Pirate King. I'm gone.
Another 5 from
Fujitora ain't blind. He lying.
I can see the whole time. I can see the whole time.
That would be trash. That would be trash.
I lied about taking my eyes.
Another 5.
Sanji's nosebleed
Bro, I gotta
was
get through these,
necessary.
bro. I gotta get through these.
Sanji's nosebleed was necessary for the Fishman arc. It made it better.
Better is wild. Another 5 from Naeem Udin. It says, "Could the hockey stored in the weather knot be compressed, causing the hockey burst to be aggressive, similar to Kuma's Urusha shock, which was compressed air. And that was Naeem's first super chat. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that the compression made it stronger or not. I thought Joy Boys hockey just like that. I don't think it started getting stronger and stronger over time because it was compressed or anything.
Maybe he just held on to the knot around his wrist.
Yeah.
And it was just constantly.
I always
He was just hockeying out, bro. 24/7. Could be that.
Another 2 from Kirby. It says, was Akainu talking about Kuzan or Dragon? With question marks.
Or both.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, both.
Or
of them.
maybe he secretly loved Ace when he murked him.
I didn't want to do this.
He had the hots.
Terrible.
Oh, you're making him wild.
Another 5.
Yeah, bro.
Another 5 from Franco Cervantes. It says, we're a few episodes away from hearing Emu's voice. What are your predictions?
It's gonna be a guy.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be wrong. Everybody.
He gonna sound like Pika.
That would be hilarious.
Yo, I could.
So I thought,
Yo, I'm telling
when
you,
I
bro.
watched the episode, the Lucia episode, I thought that was Emu talking. I heard it's just the narrator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, bro.
Wait.
Because that voice was hard.
When the One Piece community goes off the rails and they just start believing in one thing and it's completely off, you're gonna see it. It's
What
gonna be a guy.
if you just said those in there? Imagine Emu was the narrator the whole entire time.
Yeah, right? He did like a Midoriya from My Hero. How I came up in the world as the most evil being.
Well, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, Lionel wants to hang out with him. He's like, yo, this is gonna be dope. I'm gonna learn so much.
He said, "Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more."
Elaborate. Go on.
Show me how.
We got another 5.
What made you want to slaughter the whole generation of babies?
Start cooking.
Our cooking's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Another 5 from Rigo's Rangers. It says, Kizaru standing on business. Hashtag Akainu don't want the smoke. We got another 2 from Bonesaw 3 Men. It says, if Emu is male, I want Dio's voice. Actor.
Oh, that would be
bad.
so good. Dio from JoJo's Adventure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
He's a good voice actor.
I don't think Emu gets that angry though. I guess he probably will eventually.
Dude, you saw how
When
he
he,
reacted?
yeah, when he reacted to the lily,
Yeah.
he said, "Don't." What's the Batman quote? Why'd you say that name?
Why'd you say that name?
Yes,
Martha. Vivi.
Yo, that Batman voice is so goofy, bro. Another 5 from Simba JKLG. It says, hey guys, much love. So they literally did a recap episode showing how Dragon has done nothing for the past 20 years. Did they really? Did they really?
Yo, no way, bro. I gotta watch that. We should react to it.
Oh my god.
We should react to it.
That's
bro.
funny.
Oh, they're hilarious for that.
Hashtag Simba D Carrot. Hashtag Garchu Gang or No Gang.
Oh yeah, I like the Garchu gang. That's a good gang.
Another €6 from Psych. That's the wrong number. Well, I'm glad I still got that sloppy toppy. From even though the world government stay hating, shaking my head. Anyways, Kizaru's still fraudulent though. Don't even start, Lair Bear. Hashtag Sabo top 12.
Yeah, I gotta stop this, bro. Y'all always be wrong. I don't understand, bro.
That's Shonen's ult?
That's Shonen's all?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Just kidding. Another 50 from Brazilian
50!
Volleyball.
Thank you, Bazillion.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
It says, you spawn in Fuchsia. Need to find the One Piece. Choose 2 of the 5 listed. 1, Advanced Conquerors Hockey, rivaling the power of Shanks. 2, the Death Note. Always works no matter what. 3, was it 10,000 man fleet, decked out with the best equipments and ships. 4, an immortal Devil Fruit, or 5, any 2 Devil Fruits of your choice. I feel like the first 2 are kind of, it's over.
Choose 2 out of the 5 listed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Advanced Conquerors Hockey, the same as Shanks. And then I want to have the 10,000 men.
That was
Just
the
because
weakest option.
I don't have to go out and search for these men. I'll just have them. And they're going to follow me anyway because I'm a conqueror. And then I'll do my thing. Because I don't want it to be too easy, right?
I do.
If you get whatever you want, however you want, there's no like, you don't get that like that juice that hits your brain and says like you accomplished something.
Yeah.
You get bored. You're like bored. Like I'm bored. You're boring me. Everything's gonna work out anyway.
To me, the answer is 1 and 5, but that's basically Shanks and Blackbeard fused into one person.
I don't need devil fruits though, bro.
But you would be like, and you can choose any 2 devil fruits. So like
Yeah.
you can go Anel and what like you can, and you'll still have
I'm good on that.
top tier hockey.
But I want to swim.
Yeah.
I don't swim now.
Bro, all the baddies hop in pools, bro.
was
You're not gonna be able to hop in a
Listen,
pool, bro.
I was in a pool this weekend with a floaty. I was good. Give me the devil fruits. Give me the hockey.
If I see you in a floaty, bro,
I was in a floaty.
we not friends that day.
I was in a floaty.
We're not friends that day, bro.
Floaty, bro, chilling.
Well, what kind of floaty though? Was it like a bed floaty or was it like around the arms?
Tube on the arms.
You had a tube in around the arms?
Chilling like this.
Don't let people see you like
I
that.
was like,
Don't let
I
people
was
see
in
you. That's
there
disrespectful.
backstroking, dog.
That's not very top like.
I was chilling. Ain't no shame in my game. I was chilling. Y'all choices?
I'm trying to. All right, so I earned the first and the last one. What's in the middle? I'm trying to read
The
it.
Death Note,
I don't want that.
and it always works, no matter what.
I don't want that, man.
And then the 10,000 man fleet, and then you have an immortal devil fruit.
I'm gonna go Shanks, obviously the Conqueror's hockey, and out of those options, I'm choosing the immortal devil fruit.
You want to live forever, bro?
Trying to be Eam and stuff.
You're gonna have a lot of yogurt, bro.
Whatever. We got another 2 from Spencer Jones. It says, "Let's be honest, Marv had McDonald's Sprite in the stream crash."
No.
Marv was actually struggling.
Yo, Marv was making phone calls.
Yeah, Marv was hustling, bro. I couldn't say anything. He was really trying his hardest, and he did it.
We got another 7 Canadian from John 𝙧𝙧𝙪. It says, "Hey guys, finally caught alive. Do y'all think Luffy's toast is foreshadowing a betrayal on the crew, or he's only talking to the Giants? Hashtag best book club." Yeah, he's definitely talking to the Giants.
Yeah. I actually like that comment what he said. You know.
Yeah.
Might be the worst a little bit.
Said we up.
I don't care what y'all talking about. But thank you for your first super chat. Another 5 from Mama Kid. It says, "What do you guys think is next for Kizaru after this? What would you want to stay? Would you want him to stay a Marine until the end, or switch up and leave to do his own thing?"
Me personally, I'd be a part of Revolutionaries, so I just leave. Like I'm not willing to do this no more. I wouldn't want to murk my boys.
To me, once you've already done the murking, I would not stay. Like I probably wouldn't stay, but I want Kizaru to stay because 1, I need these top tier people to be on the antagonist side.
Yeah.
And 2, like I clipped Vegapunk already. Like I've already stooped as low as I will stoop essentially.
Yeah.
So stick it through to the end. Got to see it through, my boy. Another 10 from 𝙏𝙗𝙪𝙢𝙗 S. It says, "Been watching y'all for a minute. Was an anime only watcher up until a month ago, and when I finally caught up, my semester starts, and Mondays are the most packed day. Much love to y'all. Hashtag love you, Larry. No Diddy."
Oh,
Thank
I
you,
got
Ish.
love for you too, bro.
Thank you,
man.
Ish. And good luck with school, bro.
Yeah, good luck with school, bro. Stay away from girls. Just focus on work.
Wow. Another 2 from Brendan Velez.
That's how you fail.
Brendan Velez. There's no super chat attached. So next time, let us know your thoughts, man.
Yeah.
Another 14 Canadian from Anthony Costa. It says, "What's up, guys? Do you think Blackbeard didn't know how to steal devil fruits when he defeated Ace, since his fruit was later shown in Dressrosa? And when do you think Blackbeard learned to steal fruits?"
When he read the Yami existed.
Yeah.
I think he knew how to steal fruits already.
Yeah.
He needed Ace as a bargaining chip, and technically he hadn't done this fruit stealing thing yet. So he wasn't going to risk it on that. And he could use Ace as a bargaining chip to get what he wanted. So
Right.
Another 2 from Brendan Velez. So we did super chat this time. What if One Piece combines all the ancient weapons?
Like a Megazord? That would be actually crazy.
I mean, the One Piece itself.
I would understand why the Alliance wanted them out, bro.
Yo.
Yeah, every chapter, bro. I'm like,
I get it.
well, maybe.
It'd be kind of wild.
Yeah.
Another 2 from Nick Ross. It says, who wins, Doflamingo or Walter from Hellsing? I don't know who Walter is.
I've never watched Hellsing, but I know what he's talking about. But I'm gonna say Walter, just because I'm pretty sure he's like a OP character.
I'm Dofi gang, so I'm gonna go with Dofi.
I have no idea.
I got another 8 Australian from Ja313. It says, hey Top, sending love from Australia.
Australia.
Okay. How does the Guy Valley incident change if current Straw Hats pulled up with Roger? Hope y'all stay safe. Hashtag BBL7.
Nothing changes. Because if Uranus was definitely used, they better run.
We just don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we just don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Sorry. Another 20 from Mr. Music Major. It says, I made it. Hope y'all boys are doing well. Hashtag 𝐵𝐲𝐻𝐿 level.
No.
Yo,
Preston.
I don't understand what's in that group, bro.
Preston. Ain't no way you said that.
They've been
bro.
talking to Rob too much.
Rob don't believe that.
Rob believes a lot of things, bro.
Anyway, that's Preston from Life with Anime Podcast. Go subscribe to them. They have better takes than this, I promise.
Yeah, I was saying not based on this thing,
Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
Maybe. If we don't want to.
Preston, don't let Joe catch you out here talking like this, bro. Another 280 from 𝙏𝙚𝙪𝙢𝙗𝙪. I got you. It says Seb, please, with the actual pronunciation of his name. And it says hashtag Lafitte, my glorious king. There's such weird hives in the One Piece community, bro. Another 7-month membership to Yonko status from Roy Stokes. It says, let's go. Glad to make it another stream. Thank you guys for the 7 months of constant laughter and enjoyment. Y'all made bad days good. So glad I found this community. Y'all are appreciated.
Thank
Hashtag
you.
top
Appreciate that.
on top.
Thank you.
thank you so
Appreciate
much.
that.
Appreciate that.
Be warming heart.
So sweet.
Roy also gifted 5 memberships after that. So throw the Nakama fist in the air for our guy, Roy Stokes.
Yes. Thank you, Roy.
Another 5 from Gray. It says, entirely untreated. But y'all think there's a snowball's chance Kairos is related to Lucci?
What?
Where you get that?
Is it because the
Because of the
skin
facial
tone
hair?
and?
I think it's facial hair.
Kairos and Luffy?
Lucci.
Oh, I'm gonna say that makes no sense. No.
Not a chance.
No. They cousins. No.
There's a 1% chance.
Oh my goodness.
That's my job on this pod, man, to give people hope.
To ruin
Another
everybody's
5.
hope.
Another 5 from Kirby. It says, I know Zoro ain't talking like he wasn't crying when Kuina got packed up by a single non-grade East Blue sword. Hashtag musty Cyclops. Hashtag Sanji got more bands than Zoro. What?
What is he?
She ain't got beat by no sword.
He's saying the sword is what clipped her, not the stairs, I guess.
Oh.
People have had that like thought process that the sword clipped Kuina because it thought Zoro was the proper
That's crazy.
wielder. Hey man, One Piece community. Another 2 from Lance Schultz. It says, I don't know about y'all, but I be thinking about grilled cheese.
Yo, I love grilled cheese. I love grilled cheese.
I used to. I haven't eaten
Yo,
it in so long.
a good turkey melt goes miles, bro.
I've always liked the cheese toast more than grilled cheese.
You gotta explain what cheese toast is, bro.
Just take out
You don't know
the
what
top
cheese toast
layer.
I know what cheese toast is, obviously. People are not gonna know what cheese
so
toast
cheese
is.
toast is similar to grilled cheese except less bread. It's like it's one slice, butter, and cheese on top. So it's not a sandwich.
If you enjoyed cheese toast, it's probably because you was broke and you couldn't afford that second slice of bread.
You
You struggling.
were struggling. Straight
you had to
struggling.
save one for the next day.
Yeah.
Straight struggling.
Mark know what we talking about.
Marvin's like, what you bringing me in for?
Number 5 from Kaidon. It says, do you think Emu about to roast the 5 elders? I think they told Emu Joy Boy was gone for good, and when Emmett released the rope, it added to Emu's surprise. No. I think he's knowledgeable of the entire situation.
Yeah, it seemed like they had that psychic link probably running the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, he could, though. Another 5 from Anthony Herrera. Who felt more betrayed by Vegapunk? Kuma, Dragon, or Clover? Hashtag Blackbeard Gang. Hashtag Free Dofi. Wow. More betrayed by Vegapunk. Kuma never felt betrayed by Vegapunk, I don't think, which is
he
crazy.
actually thanked him.
Yeah. I'd have felt the way.
Probably Dragon, because he ain't do none. Shaka literally hit him up and was like, yo.
Clover, I want to say Clover because he kind of turned him away in his time of need. Like, I'm getting captured by the police consistently and they're targeting me and all this stuff. And you were like, yo, chill out. Like, leave me out of it. So I would say Clover, maybe.
But Clover, but also his plan, the way he was going about it was foolish. Like, Vegapunk was shooting him out and it's like, yo, you're trying to bring all your stuff here when you're not even, like, correctly planning it out.
You know what sucks? Clover and Roger never linked up. It doesn't seem like they like seemingly are kindred spirits, and like they just never had that chance. But another Warlord membership from Kaidan. That is one of our highest tiers of membership. So enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Warlord. Another 2 from Bonesaw. It said, should Lilith and York's heads grow? I had wondered about the devil fruit in correlation to this.
The devil fruit is in Vegapunk, right?
It's gone, right?
Yeah, no. The devil fruit is still in the head. The head wasn't damaged.
Oh,
yeah, that's still
but the fruit,
existing.
but he's gone.
No, he's not gone. Just because your body is gone, which obviously destroys the devil fruits, replace your heart theory. He's still alive, bro. He's just in a tank. He Futurama.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I gotta think on that a little bit, but yeah. We got another 2 from Girthy Poppy. It says, Girth is an aura, bruh. Who's the girthiest admiral?
The girthiest?
Is an aura?
The girthiest? It gotta be a kind of way he was walking through Whitebeard Pirates. Like, yo, bro, I can't see Fuji doing that, dog.
I guess Garp don't count. Yeah, I'll go with a kind of.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Nathan Ocampo. It says, love the pod. Guys, gonna listen to the whole thing at work tonight. But what are the one thing you need to happen at Elbaf? # Larry has fire takes sometimes. That was Nathan's first
Shiggy's
one.
not there.
Okay, I need Shiggy to be there.
Happen.
I need Shiggy to be there just for the reaction of that chapter.
Need to happen?
I need a Davy back fight between the Straw Hats and the Red Hair
Oh my
Pirates.
god. Why do you want such garbage in One Piece, bro?
I need it. I need there to be a reason that we went through that arc, bro.
There is no reason.
I need there to be a reason for that.
It's the same reason Pella survived.
I need there to be a reason, bro.
I really want to just see Loki. I'm very interested in meeting Loki right now.
Usopp flex. Finally.
I could care less about Usopp, dog.
Usopp
He
flex.
do need an upgrade, though.
He does need an upgrade.
But I don't see how... I mean, with Lilith, maybe. Okay, maybe. You know.
We got another 5 months to Yonko status from Brett Kruger. It says, hey guys, it's my 32nd birthday. And I think Elbaf will be Robin and Usopp's arc because we will get more closure.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of course.
Yeah, the fact that Saul is there and
Yeah.
she's excited to see him, like that's heartwarming. I know I crap on the decision to bring Saul back all the time, but I'm gonna be happy when I see Robin see him.
No, honestly, we didn't mention it, but what Saul said is basically Robin kind of like got it. You know,
Yeah, and
you're gonna
he gets
get
to
real.
see it.
Yeah,
So
that's what I thought that was gonna be good. The real friends are gonna love you, take care of you, and protect you, like all that stuff, because of what she was going through. But yeah,
Inside of you. There you go.
Another 18 from our guy Nerd Taku. The 18 months to Nakama status. It says, I called it law ranking like a video game. # BBC. That was a reference to your ratings for the episode. Yep. Another 2 from Project Iceman. It says, Shiki is the burn scar man. No cap. # def not copium. Another 5 from Saucy. Larry just doesn't want Shiki to take all the bald head spotlight.
He doesn't have a bald head.
He's not bald.
He has a mask on his head.
Yeah, he has like a lion's mane.
Another 5 from Nerdtaku, our guy. It says, Shiki interesting, but to me it's probably Loki, Thor, or Gaban, but keep trolling, Seb. I got the chance to talk with Huncho and Shonen at Anime NYC. It was a blast. Those are the guys. Shout out to Huncho and Shonen. And shout out to Nerdtaku. If y'all haven't already, please subscribe to his channel. He's on TikTok. He's on Instagram. He's on YouTube. He puts out dope content. Chapter reactions, episode reactions, etc. Another 5 from Bonesaw 3 Men. It says, Oda is a great writer, but he also just does what he wants sometimes. Look at Bonnie.
Yep.
Can't agree more. Another 280 from AXM. It says, Emu is Shiki. The wheel on his head fits. # Shiki gang. Just shit controlling now. Another 10 from Joseph L. I think 𝙁 is the shadowy figure. Gold Roger starts the journey equals gold. Silver's Rayleigh is pushing the time skip. Silver, Scopper 𝙁 is the final level up before the big war. Copper. So to me, if he does ever show up, if Roger is doing this placement stuff, Roger and the Roger Pirates never seem to have any major interactions with Elbaf. It didn't seem like.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. 𝙁 ain't going there either, bro.
If 𝙁's here, he's either at Lodestar or Raftel.
He does not have importance either, bro. If he would have had importance, it would have been way earlier.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, like, Shanks has been there. Like, you don't... I mean, maybe Oda didn't want to show it, but, Shanks is going to see 𝙁. Like, that's going to be his dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. He's done. There's certain... We're at the point where, like, certain characters are just not going to be available.
Yeah.
I disagree. Another 9-month membership to 𝐽𝐻𝐭 status from Going Merry. It says, yo boys, glad to catch a pod after working. Love the chapter reviews. Started as a Spotify listener.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm happy to be a 𝐽𝐻𝐭 member. Keep it up. #BuggyGang. #GyatGyat. No me. Thank you. And enjoy the
Yeah, if we don't reach calls, bro, it's because y'all keep sending and we're going to read it. So I'm sorry.
Another 2.
Like the video if you haven't liked it yet.
Another 2 from Lord Sneak. It says, is it possible to have advanced conquerors and no armament?
Yeah, Ace, when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Advanced conquerors. Yeah. Another 2.
Advanced
conquerors.
Oh,
would you say Big Mom's
no.
thing is advanced conquerors hockey? Like when she does that exclamation scream thing? Or that's just like a crazy hockey bird?
When she screams because of the picture
the
being broken?
stuff, yeah.
No.
Because she was able to do that stuff like as a kid, I feel like. And she wasn't using no armament hockey then. You know what I mean? Like
no, because advanced is like you're able to,
you're able to coat on top of your fist. That's advanced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're doing...
There's many conquerors techniques.
No, because what Kaido said, it's only elites are able to do it. You know? So...
I'm gonna say probably.
I'm gonna say no.
Luffy had to learn
no
Rio
too.
to get to
You need to have both.
Yeah.
Another 20 Canadian from Omir Ibrahim. It says, I think Lilith is a Vegapunk without greed. She loses her selfishness. York is a Vegapunk without logic. She jumps to conclusions. Without wisdom, she lacks judgment. Without violence, she lacks courage, and so on. I couldn't agree more.
I like this.
I couldn't agree more.
That was dope.
Couldn't agree more.
Perfectly explained.
Yeah. I'm sorry I butchered it at the end. Another 3 from Ja313. It says, tell me how Zoro doesn't block divine departure.
I'll tell you right now, bro. I think he would block it, but it's getting broke through. I don't think Zoro's Conqueror's hockey is near Shanks' level.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And like, if we find out that Griffin is like a supreme grade blade, he better hope he don't got Wado Ichimonji out.
Wado's not gonna break. That's
why
crazy.
don't have it out.
That's crazy.
He better hope Enma start pulling Odin's hockey out. He better start. This is like saying Lucci wouldn't get one shot. And I'm not saying Zoro would get one shot. I'm saying he definitely getting one shot, in my opinion.
Odin survived.
He's just gonna block it
Odin
better
survived,
than
dog.
Kid did. You know what I'm saying?
Odin survived.
For sure.
Another 10 from Y2K. It says, hey guys, do you think Chopper is underrated? Because I feel a lot of people forget he is 17 and he doesn't have hockey. And what are your thoughts on his ranking at the end of the series?
He'll be like second commander level.
That'd be cool.
I can see him reaching that.
Yeah, he's still very young. Has so much to
But
grow.
I think he has his importance is shown throughout each arc.
Well, the main
He
thing
got
is,
crapped on a little bit in Wano, I felt like, but
the main thing is that he was holding him back is because, and not necessarily, I'll rephrase, not necessarily holding him back, because he's always going to be a doctor first, then a warrior second. But when it comes to protecting people, he does stand up, but that's not his main thing.
We should be asking how cute he gonna be. Because the dude just keeps getting cuter.
We got another 2 from Nick Ross. It says, what's the worst betrayal in anime to y'all?
Worst portrayal? An
Betrayal.
anime?
Yeah.
Betrayal?
Yeah. That's a lot. There's a lot that could fill that gap, man.
You got one?
Yeah. The worst.
I thought immediately of Vinland Saga with Flock, but he wasn't really like it wasn't a betrayal because he wasn't really on his side in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know much about Berserk, but I feel like Guts and that's like the one that everybody goes to.
What Griffith did to Guts was terrible.
I don't even know what it is. I just every time I hear about it,
It's terrible. It's
people
one
are
of
like,
the worst betrayals of all time.
okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say what Frieza did to the Saiyans.
Yeah, that was wild, bro.
Yo, that was
dirty.
terrible.
That was dirty. You have one, Lawrence?
I actually was thinking of the same, something all the stuff I've watched, right? And Guts and the Frieza one are good ones. I'm trying to think of something else.
Yo, what Frieza did was terrible,
Yo,
bro. He murked the whole planet.
Yeah, that Conjuro one is dirty, bro. I know it doesn't get the love that it might have got, but that was dirty, bro.
The
It
Conjurer
was.
one?
And,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that was pretty
That's
bad.
dirty.
I can't think of any others.
Yeah. Let us know y'all thoughts in the chat. That was an interesting one. I got to think more on it.
Yeah.
Another 2 from Saucy.
Oh, what would you consider the betrayal of what Nagato did
Pain and
for Obito? Because he was supposed to save his technique instead of reviving all of Konoha. He was supposed to revive Madara. And
I get what you're saying.
that was kind of a betrayal.
It's never been
It's
played
not
up
like-
in that.
yeah,
in
it's not like big like
in
that.
It's not been viewed in that light.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
like a
get it.
betrayal for a positive reason that I guess isn't the tone of the super chat or tone, but it's still a betrayal technically.
Yeah,
Madara
it is
got
a betrayal.
hold.
Yeah,
Madara got
and he
hold.
somehow came up.
He got hold with that.
I'm
Alright.
missing one, but yeah.
I feel like I'm missing
I have
like
some from
5.
Pros or Worse. They just not gonna know about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing like 5.
QP. I got a bunch, but they just not gonna know about it. Another 2 from Saucy. It says, "What's one fight y'all want to see before the series ends?"
What's one fight? Shanks and
Shanks and Luffy. Shanks
Shanks
and
and-
Blackbeard for me.
Shanks and Mihawk.
Need it, bro.
Those are good ones. I'm gonna say, because you guys said those ones, I'm gonna say Zoro and dang it.
Me?
No.
You want a sandwich?
No,
You
this
want
is
grilled
guy-
cheese? No, you want cheese toast?
Is it if it's Venus Zero? That one.
Venus Juro? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another 2 from Franco Cervantes. It says, "Do we get confirmation of who fed Luffy?" That was the one thing I had about the chapter. I thought we would get that, and we didn't.
No.
I'm 1,000% sure it's Kizaru, bro.
I am too, but like,
It's
if
1,000%.
we're not, why did we
Kizaru.
get it in this chapter? This was the chapter to show that. But whatever.
Maybe the anime fills that in.
Hey,
But
man.
I guarantee you it's Kizaru, bro.
Yeah, he's the only one who makes logical sense to me.
Fastest and also who moved him that quick and nobody saw
Knew
him.
where Luffy was able to move him, get him the. He just checks all the boxes
And then food.
and food. Yeah. Another-
But if it's up to Lawrence, he gonna tell you nah. He was just knocked out.
I
Put-
think
He
I
was
honestly
put
think-
down.
Put down.
I think Luffy did it himself. Honestly, man.
You're
He
so-
knows how the machine
You're
works.
so ridiculous,
He
bro.
knows how the machine works.
Bro,
All he has to do is get there.
Bro, he couldn't move when Saturn was about to stomp A-Town stomp on him, bro. Like Frankie had to punch him out the way. And you think he moved himself, got food, laid back down and said, "Damn, yo, where does food come
No,
from?"
I think he like got himself over there, like just one movement right in front of it, and then just push the button because he knows how the machine works. And then it
was the
starts
food even on the same floor?
It was printing out food for him.
I'd have to go back to see if it's even on that same floor.
It was printing out food for him.
Lawrence, why
Were
wouldn't-
they on the same floor that the food was
Lawrence,
doing that?
why wouldn't he just eat the food when he first got to it?
He went back to the spot that he was at.
No, he was at a different spot. He wasn't next to them anymore.
He was laying next to the food. He didn't know it was there.
No, that's not what happened.
I'm pretty sure.
I'd have to go back.
No,
Yeah, we have to go back.
I'd have to go back.
All right, all right.
I feel like you're the only person I've seen say that Luffy got
Somebody
himself the food.
say he did the worm just to get out.
This is all about willpower. Luffy seeing food he needed, he gonna get there, man.
Oh man. Another 5 Canadian from Gila Free. It says, "Hey guys, I love the pod. Just wanted to say that figure waiting for the Straw Hats is the same shadowy figure from the Face Off battle 1000%. Y'all
Oh my
do
God,
great
yo.
work.
Yo,
Face off battle?
thank you. One, People saying is Shanks' twin brother. Yo, I hate that too, bro. That is, that's bad writing, bro. Bringing in twin brother is bad writing, bro.
I don't even get it.
I hate it,
because you look at the manga, they don't even show that side of his face. So
that's their point,
it, bro.
That's their point.
I hate it, bro.
When you see that side of Shanks' face, you can still see the scar.
Yo, sometimes people don't need to be interesting by adding other things, bro. It takes away from their character.
While I
would you be happy seeing another person that looks exactly like the chapter 1 figure of Luffy's role model?
I will say this. I would absolutely hate if Shanks has a twin brother.
Yo.
I do think there is
Lawrence is
story to tell with that.
Why not?
No, I think there's story to tell with that. I wouldn't like it.
Lawrence is why not?
Lawrence love it. Lawrence love it.
Hell yeah.
He gonna be like, I'm Shanks.
I'm being represented.
I'm Shanks.
Uh-huh.
You evil Shanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shanks the younger one, though. You know that, right? Shanks the younger brother. If he got a twin, he the younger one.
How do you say that?
The younger one rebels, bro.
Oh,
anyway, another 10 from Omar Zari. It says, y'all the best pod in the game.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate all the hard work. Quick question. What do you think about Usopp's buff in Elbaf being his weapon, the Kabuto eating a devil fruit? # topped on top. I would prefer it to be a buff for Usopp himself. If this is going to be the culmination of Usopp's story and he's supposed to become this brave warrior of the sea on Elbaf, his Kabuto getting a devil fruit doesn't accomplish that in the slightest. So no shade to your thought process, but to me, that's not at all where I want the story to go for Usopp, personally. So,
but I feel like it's some credit to it because I feel like if he eats it, then he'll have confidence in the fruit and not himself.
I eat it.
No. I'm not saying he should eat a devil fruit at all. I'm saying him upgrading the weapon via a devil that doesn't. What does that mean for Usopp being a brave warrior? That doesn't do anything for that to me.
You think he shouldn't get any fruit?
Personally, no.
Okay. I can get that.
No Usopp thoughts.
I don't care to answer. On Usopp.
Terrible, man.
Usopp is just not interesting.
Yo, he's not gonna achieve his dream, man.
Damn. Y'all terrible. He's not gonna achieve his dream,
bro. Real talk, bro. The only interest I have in Usopp is if he's sliding in Kaya, bro. That's it. I don't care about anything else, bro. I do not, bro.
Jesus. He's not gonna achieve his dream, bro. This is One Piece. Anyway, another 5 from Mamba Kid. It says old gen Admirals versus current Luffy, Sabo, and Garp. Who wins and what diff? Oh man, Sabo the anchor. Holding him down a little bit.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean. It's the Admirals.
Hey man, Garp a little old. Sabo hasn't shown enough to me. And if they going all out for Luffy, got a time limit.
That's the point. It's Luffy gonna be good for a couple minutes, man. He ain't really taking it seriously. He probably gonna get in the way of Garp and Sabo.
That's a lot to deal with, Garp and Luffy, though. I'll say that.
And the Admirals could fight for days, bro.
That 10-minute stretch,
it's gonna be hard.
Where Luffy,
it's gonna be hard.
Year 5 is Garp. Don't.
It's gonna be hard as hell.
That stretch gonna be crazy.
Garp. The thing is, Garp gonna have to fight so much harder.
I need more from Sabo, bro, before I can pick them personally.
I got Luffy, Garp, and Sabo.
Okay.
Sabo ain't got no business being there. Sabo got no business.
He can fight an Admiral. He just ain't winning.
I seen what he did to Fuchi. Absolutely nothing.
Hey, man. Let Rob tell it. Anyway, another 5 from Takeem. It says, Larry looking more relaxed now compared to the start. #. #Woosah.
Yo, I was stressed, bro. I was like, damn. And it's funny because I was like, yo, this is not Marv's fault. This is I've experienced Wi-Fi outages 2 days in a row.
Yeah, just frustrating.
Another 5 from Marcus Jones. It says, love y'all's videos and collabs.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, do you think Shanks borrows Nico to finish Journey like Roger borrowed Odin from Whitebeard? Why would Luffy give Robin up?
Hey, you want my girl? But you gotta give her back to me.
Nah, bro.
So I can get the One Piece too.
Giving Robin to who?
Shanks.
Nah.
You a homie hopper?
Nah, bro.
Nah.
I'm sorry, Marcus. I ain't seeing that. Another 5 from Girthy Poppy. It says, Fuji blind and uses observation to see crudely. Brook got no eyes and sees everything as vividly as Shanks sees the future. Brook's observation is greater than Fuji's.
No.
Yo,
Stop.
he got a point, though.
No.
Low
It's
key.
not about observation, bro.
He doesn't have eyeballs, but he's seeing everything.
So you realize when he leaves his
I'm
body and goes into that soul form, he still is able to see. So it's literally the fruit that's able to making him do it because it's part of the ability,
Hey, man.
not the
Yo,
physical.
1% chance, bro. 1%
You don't
chance,
think
bro.
Fuji uses the gravitational pull to see better?
No. How would I'm pulling everything into my eyes?
I really think he just be smelling everything.
Come on. Another 5.
Hello, ladies.
From Marco Claudio. It says, who do you think the main antagonist for Elbaf will be?
Sebastian.
If it's Big Mom, hope to see Katakuri back.
Real talk. It's gonna be Shiki.
Don't backtrack
It's
now.
gonna be Shiki, bro.
Oh,
He gonna be
backtrack
the
now.
antagonist, bro.
Don't backtrack now.
Sebastian's like, yo, he gotta be. He said, come on. That sounded like, yo, he inviting
Come on.
challenge.
Come on.
I'm actually curious about this. They kind of show like what Saul said. Like he called what I gotta remember. He called someone from Elbaf savages, right?
Who said that?
Saul.
Saul, he did say it.
He's like he's not like those
He's not like a
savages.
savage.
Saul was like the giant that got picked on. That's why.
So I'm curious. I wonder how it's gonna go. Is it because like also too when we see like Shanks is allied with them, he's mostly allied with the pirates, not with the kingdom. You know. So I wonder how that is gonna go.
We'll see. Another 2 from Meekdala. It says, Egghead is almost opposite of Sabaody. Kizaru is Luffy. I've seen people compare the two. I see there's a little bit of a parallel, but it's not entirely the same to me. What Kuma did to Luffy was way different than what ended up happening with Stella and them. Another 5 from Nicholas Cortez. It says, maybe Kizaru wasn't knocked out by Joy Boy's Haki because the Haki considered him an ally, just like how Straw Hats and Giants weren't knocked out either. Kizaru too strong for that.
Yeah.
I
Lawrence will probably tell you different, but he's definitely too strong for that.
I actually think Kizaru was like, see, he was laying down. He was already out of commission. So
Oh my God,
he was
bro.
kind of like, what was he doing? I didn't say he's knocked out. I just said he was out of commission because Kizaru stayed away. He stayed away.
I'll say this though, we did see Fuji kind of like sweat a little bit and film red when
He
Shanks
took a
let
knee,
off it.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I think he
Took a
did
knee.
take a knee.
He took a knee.
But you know who did it?
Kizaru ain't taking no knee.
Sorry.
But you do realize all of them are ready to scrap. Then when Shanks did that, they're like, you know what, Shanks? We ain't gonna fight you.
That's okay. As long as you're not knocked out.
Y'all say all this. Y'all realize they're not allowed to fight the Yonko?
They was ready to do it before
Yeah,
they
they
did
were
it.
ready to do it.
They
Sebastian.
was 100% ready
And
to
then
do
they
it.
backed off because
Yeah.
they were like, all right, he wildin'.
Yeah. 100%.
His aura is crazy. That's what
Like,
He
Conquer's Hockey.
flexing.
Conquer's Hockey was like, yo,
But
he
that
just
was-
staring into the air.
That was
And they were like, yo, don't fuck with me.
that was dad hockey, bro. It's different.
That is dad hockey.
Dad hockey, bro.
For sure.
Dad hockey. But that's all super chats.
You think he got handicapped hockey?
Yo, do you think we have time for calls? Flamingo was supposed to be on the docket. I think he was in there.
Let's bring him in and then just do it real quick.
All right, we're gonna do one call today, y'all.
Just bring
Sorry.
Flamingo. No, don't say it. Just bring him in.
All right, he better not be cursing.
You gotta put yourself in there. Pause. Flamingo!
I can't hear us. Flamingo, what's going on, bro?
Hey, how's it going?
Well, you good, man. We gotta be quick with it though. So, what's your question?
It's more like a theory I have.
Okay.
So, it's a theory. I had two, but let's do the short one since we don't have much time. So it's about the about Kuma and the what was this race called again?
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers, right? And their grave sin. My theory is that since we know that devil fruits are made by dreams of people, I think they can also be deleted basically if you forget about the fruit, if it's completely forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the Buccaneers they thought really highly of 𝛽𝙀 like a god, like it was almost like a religion, right? So they were singing songs about him and all this, and I think the Buccaneers were the reason that the 𝛽𝙀 fruit stayed alive for so long, and that probably the world government was trying to erase the fruit from the existence. That's why they deleted all the books and all the knowledge about everything that happens in that Void Century with Joy Boy. And they were trying to delete the fruit, but the Buccaneers kind of kept it alive with their songs and everything about 𝛽𝙀.
You know why I actually do agree with this on a pretty high level? Kuma actually carries a Bible. Yeah. And if that Bible is filled with stories of 𝛽𝙀, you know, like, it's possible, like,
I like this theory.
That's passed down from the Buccaneer race. Like, yo, so to make sure that we still believe in him, to make sure that the fruit could stay relevant. So,
no, this is a great theory.
Actually, yeah, I like that.
Because it fits in line with the thinking of what makes devil fruits. You know, it's like the opposite tail end of it. So I really like this, bro. This is a good one.
Yeah, Vegapunk even kind of said it. He was like, 𝛽𝙀 will never disappear or go away because the more people keep believing in him. So Vegapunk kind of said a little hint towards that as well.
And you know what's crazy? The government probably tried to erase the ability of the 𝛽𝙀 fruit by calling it the Gomu Gomu fruit. So maybe they know that it takes belief in order to create devil fruits, but if it takes disbelief to destroy devil fruits, maybe they can alter a devil fruit's ability depending on what we call it. And that's just a case of just regular ideas, right? Like, I was going to make an analogy, but I don't have that much information on it. But overall, you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, I like this theory, bro. This was a fire one.
Yeah, we're glad we were able to get you in today.
We're sorry.
He was like selected like 3 times the last time. He couldn't make it, so we're sorry, but thank you for your persistence.
It's Sebastian's fault. Call him out on it.
It's not my fault. I am about to drop you back into the other chat, the call waiting room, because we do got to close up. But Flamingo, stop by again, man.
I will. I got a few more, so yeah, I definitely will.
All right. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
You gotta stop banging on them like that, bro.
You always do it too early.
Why are you doing this?
You always do it too
What's
early.
wrong with you?
He be out.
Why are you so quick to pull, bro?
If you're not pulling out quick, then you have bigger problems later.
See, you always take it too far, bro. Anyway, first and foremost, want to thank everybody at home for watching and sticking with us. I know we're a little bit later than usual, but we just want to say thank you. If you haven't liked the video, please like the video. And if you want to leave a comment about any of the subjects that we talked about, you should probably leave a comment after the video is done uploading. And also, thank you to the Spotify and Apple Podcast listeners. Thank you for listening. Thank you for making it this far. Also, rate us 5 stars if you haven't, and leave a nice comment.
And like the stream, we did get 2 more super chats. $2 from Girthy Poppy. It says, "Will Law ever give a glimpse of his sparkling eyes?"
He has a ~Doflamingo thing going on.
And another 2 from Gerardo Ramirez. It says, "Why are y'all avoiding me? Is it 'cause I'm fat?"
Yes. No. We body shame positively. You handsome fat person. You eat so good. You make food look better.
Next week we'll get the call sooner. I think it's break week next week, right?
You look like you're very huggable.
It's almost our season, man.
Big spoon me, bro.
It's almost our season.
All right? Want to be big spooned.
That's it, bro. We close.
Oh, all right. My bad, yo. Anyway, thank you to Marv. Thank you, Marv.
Yeah, man.
For helping us. Thank you for letting us stay a little bit later. And thank you for everybody that super chatted. Thank you so much. But we'll be here next week, all right? So until then, guys, my name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Sam.
And Lino. And this is that One Piece Talk. Jana!